Hey.
Hey,
What?
kind of butchered because
Hi.
it roboted a little bit, but it's alright. We tried.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway,
Hello.
welcome to something new we're doing. Uh,
New.
as as kind of lying as the thing you're seeing on the screen is right now, we just finished Guardians of the Galaxy. Those
Like
who
a week,
watched the
like two
podcast
weeks
a couple
ago.
weeks ago, if any of you guys watched the
Yeah.
podcast a couple weeks ago, thank you if you did. There will be a link to the Twitch channel in the description of this video. Please check it out.
It's a neat
It's
podcast.
a neat
Is the best
podcast.
one there is.
We're gonna do it every other week, I'd say.
It's the best. It's the best one there is. There's no other like it. Watch it, or we got some good shit to watch.
Yeah. And if you saw the description of the latest upload of the full podcast, um, I think I've decided going forward not to do highlights, um, simply because they're kind of taxing to do, to kind of go through the whole VOD and trying to pick out highlights.
It's
Instead,
lazy.
I'll just upload the full thing. It's actually probably, I think, more fun to watch the whole thing or listen to the whole thing. And we'll pick out highlights if later on, if we kind of remembered or we kind of specifically remember something that we want to make a highlight.
Yeah.
But I think going forward, I think it's just going to save lots more time and lots more stress on me because I do have school, and outside of this, as you Ernest do have a job, we both work. We do have lives outside of this. This is just fun for now, but
Unfortunately, we have lives.
unfortunately,
Ah.
that being said, that's just kind of how that's going to go moving forward. We also know we haven't done a film section in a minute,
It's June,
which
I believe.
since
Right.
yeah, since do like a full one since doing and we did a mini one for Injustice. We apologize for that.
That movie doesn't deserve
It
a
doesn't deserve
full
a
one.
full one. Um, I do apologize for that. We had a plan to do a Batman Begins one. Well, we just kind of missed on it.
We just kind of
We just kind of
forgot.
forgot, and but luckily we didn't forget this. So this will be the replacement for the film section for this week, or if we decide to do one this week, that'll go up too. But for now, this might just be the replacement for this week. Do not expect these much because we both play games at a very different pace, and so uh, this is kind of not a guarantee to happen all the time. But for now, I think this is a fun one. We plan to do a God of War one and a Devil May Cry 5 one, but those kind of didn't happen, so
Oh,
we're
don't
starting out with
spoil
Guardians.
it, God.
Those kind of didn't happen because I'm taking my long ass time with God of War. But if I do beat it anytime soon, safe to expect one. But anyway, enough of those announcements. Let's get right into Guardians of the Galaxy. Why don't we?
Guardians of the Galaxy. What a surprise, what a surprise. After the shit show that was the Avengers game, you'd expect Square Enix to drop the ball once more. But instead, they picked the ball up and shucked it right out our faces. It hurt.
Fuck you. It's a good
It
game.
hurt a lot. It
But we
hurt,
liked
but
it.
you know what? For once, I liked the pain. I wanted more pain. Square Enix hurt me more. As as the kids would say, which I am not one, but my friend here would say otherwise. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, okay?
He's a masochist.
I'm a masochist. I like pain.
I also like this game.
Ah, this game's alright too. Yeah.
So I guess we should preface this. Like Ernest said, I think everyone had the absurd right after Avengers to just assume this game would fail. I myself was one of those people. I played Avengers when it came out. I actually pre-ordered and paid an extra $10 to play the game 5 days early through a specific bundle they had on the PlayStation Store. And easy to say that game heavily disappointed me. I put a lot of stock and faith into that game. That was incredibly misplaced.
But hey, you can play as Spider-Man soon, sometime.
I mean, I'm gonna play Spider-Man when it comes out. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna play Spider-Man.
I'll play Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. Did you hear he's not
You
gonna have a
like
campaign?
Spider-Man?
He's not coming with a campaign. It's just a character that's dropping.
He's just there.
He's just there. They're not giving him a campaign, which is really unfortunate. Because apparently the Black Panther campaign for that game was surprisingly good. I don't know. I stopped after the Kate Bishop campaign. I stopped. Um, that being said, back to Guardians. This game is great. I think I guess we should also say that I got this game about a month ago. Yeah, I bought it like a day after it came out, and I was essentially guinea pigging for my buddy Ernest here to figure out if this game was worth it or not. And so I played it for about like 30 minutes to an hour, and then we got to a certain point in the game, which we'll talk about mechanically. It happened, and both of us were like in disbelief.
Like, we weren't particularly impressed with the game
No,
for the
we were
first
like we were
time.
acknowledging where it's like, yeah, this is pretty cool. I like what they're doing here. This is kind of cool. Could be adjusted a bit. They're kind of faltering a little bit, but it's okay. It's not super bad so far. And then that happened, and we both were like, oh fuck, this game's good.
Oh shit, this game's good.
This game's good. Oh shit. And then you bought it immediately.
And then I bought it. A wave of emotions hit me as I found out that a shady looking game turned out to actually be good.
And not just like good. It was really good. Because like the combat was starting to like ramp up. You were starting to get like more things to do. It was like, oh, and you got full combat, and it was like, oh, this is really cool. This is really, whew, this is. I have to. I gotta tighten my pants a little bit. And then the huddle mechanic comes in for the first time, and I was blown away.
It was
Like,
pretty mind blowing. Unexpected at first. Literally seeing them all huddle up made me go, "The fuck is this?" And then
they start talking.
and then yeah, they start talking, and the music blaring out in the background
Yep.
with words of text of what they were talking about, the reasons why they were losing, and then Star Lord gave his motivational speech
Which
depending
you
on
can choose.
what you yes.
What you
Don't pick the wrong
choose.
one.
Don't pick the wrong one. The game makes it very obvious which one is the wrong one. But
As obvious as they can, of course.
yeah, as soon as like you give that speech, and then the license music starts playing, I
Holy shit.
it was something else. Like I just can't like properly explain how cool it was to hear that for the first time, to see that for the first time. Like
I think I can. Remember the opening for Guardians of the Galaxy? It was like that, but like 10 times.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, you mean?
No, the first. Actually, both. Fuck it.
Okay. I'd say
Yeah,
it's more
both.
comparable to Volume 2, but because of the
Yeah.
combat like aspect to it, but it's
Right, but it's just the suddenness of the title card going on and then the music.
yeah.
It's like, oh, this is gonna be good, isn't it?
It's actually kind of like watching Baby Driver, and then the music starts playing as Baby is like in the middle of like a crazy car chase. Like it's that kind of like excitement.
I just that was really good.
It's really good. But yeah, no, this game is really good. My only like big issues with it are story related, which we will get into. This will be spoiler filled. The game's a month old, but it's interesting what kind of direction this game story takes. I have to say. I think I mentioned to you that I kind of like these Guardians more than the James Gunn Guardians. Like character-wise, I think I like these guys more. But it's also kind of unfair because I've spent more time with them.
More time with the game
With
ones.
the game ones.
I guess so.
I guess in hours you've like the movies are 2 hours each, and you have Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. Those are also 2 hours each at least, compared to this 20-hour game. So that's totally about them. So, which is it's actually fun to note. There are no cuts to the bad guys. Every single scene you play in this game is the Guardian's perspective. There is no just random cut to the villain's story. It's everything you experience with them is experienced through the characters, which I thought was neat. Hello?
I'm still here, yes.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to make sure you kept going. Unless you have more to say.
No, the floor is yours if you want to say something.
Right. Well, I don't know about liking these Guardians more than the movie ones, but these ones definitely stand out, that's for sure.
They stand out. They're different. They're
Very
different than
different.
Guns Guardians.
So I'm not gonna. Well, I wouldn't compare most of them to each other.
The only one that
Like
kind of acts the same is, I guess, Drax.
Drax.
Drax would be the one that acts the most similar to the movie version.
Yes. Well, that might just be the Drax overall that
Yeah,
we
Drax
know.
overall.
Maybe
But
comics. I don't know.
I love Drax in this game.
Yeah, that's just pretty great.
Drax is my favorite. I think he's the best one, like depth wise. I don't know why. I just feel like more out of this Drax than the rest of the Guardians.
Yeah, not even with his backstory, but even giving him growing with his teams.
Yeah, growing with you actually see him, like him and Gamora, you see the most growth out of. Because I actually thought it was a cool detail that Drax and Gamora were new to the team at the beginning of the game. For them, while it was just Star Lord, Peter, Rocket, and Groot.
They don't specify how
They don't
new
specify
they
how
are.
long, like how new they are, but you get the understanding. It's like, oh, they haven't been here long.
Like my assumption is like months or something like that.
Yeah, like a few months. While Rocket and Quill and Groot have been together for like a while, like at least a year.
Yep.
But it is also implied that in some way Quill knew Gamora before the Guardians because they were in the war together.
Yeah.
Which that's another detail. There was a Chitarian and Nova Corps war that somehow involved Thanos and Drax. I think it's funny that Drax says, like, everyone knows Drax killed Thanos, but Drax says he allegedly killed Mantis because the body was never found.
I
Just
mean,
like some
it's
cool
fucking.
details.
No offense to Drax, but he's probably still alive. Thanos.
Yeah. But I just think it's a really funny detail that's like, he's like, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I killed Thanos. Yeah, I like this Gamora more than the movie. Easily.
Easily?
Easily.
Jeez. Movie Gamora is really good though. What the fuck?
And I like this Gamora more. I think I just like less. I like the less hard ass Gamora.
The less hard ass.
The less hard ass Gamora. The more like kind of like she's. I don't want to say this, but she's a tsundere. She is the I don't like you or anything Baka character in this game. But also, she's completely platonic with Quill, which I actually like more. To be honest, I like that she's completely platonic with him. It's funny that you
Why?
actually
Why?
get way more romantic chemistry out of her and
Hmm?
Mantis than you do out of her and Quill.
Hold on, say again. I didn't hear you.
Uh, there's like Quill and Gamora are totally platonic. There's no romantic interest in there at all,
I know that.
which I actually like more than
I
having
heard
them
that
be.
part.
Yeah, and then it's kind of funny that Gamora has more romantic tension or chemistry with Mantis than she does with Quill.
Ah, yes, that's true.
But it's also heavily implied that Mantis essentially saved Gamora because she was suicidal.
Yeah, they basically say it.
She fell into a depression after the war and was suicidal for a while until she joined the
But I was going to
Guardians.
say,
Yeah,
if you like this, Sundari, the Gamora, as you said it,
it's not
shouldn't
100%
don't you
true,
think?
but
No, but don't you think she should be more hardened based on everything that we know she went through?
yeah.
Even more than the movie
We
one.
also have the we also have the fact that the game starts later on after they join. And it's not stated how long they are still fresh. Like she's grown enough in whatever period of time she's been a guardian to kind of let herself loose a little more. But throughout the game, we see her grow even more.
Yeah, she's definitely she's sarcastic. I like that she's sarcastic.
Yeah.
But given everything we learned about her, I mean, it was I didn't think about it until you mentioned the fact that you like this laid back Gamora more than the hardened one in the movies, and I'm like, then I guess shouldn't she be more hardened in the games because it feels like everything she went through is much worse than
Not to say like she's
movies.
100% laid back. She's not.
More laid back.
She's just more laid back than movie Gamora. Like she's more laid back than Drax. But also Drax has reasons that you totally get to understand. The only character I think, I guess if you want to like kind of jump around spoiler wise, Groot kind of feels sidelined. He has no real story relevancy unless you make certain decisions, and he suddenly gets his moment when he revives Fing Fang Foom after you accidentally kill him,
Which is bullshit.
which is
I'm just saying.
bullshit. Like you just fired so many shots at him. You beat the shit out of Fing Fang Foom. You were trying to kill him. There's no way you accidentally kill Fing Fang Foom. But also, I love that Drax.
That was pretty dumb.
Yeah,
But
I do love the build up to that fight, and the actual fight itself is really cool.
oh, that's the best part of the game. Just
Yeah,
gonna say it a lot.
I love
It's the
that
best part
part.
of the
I
game.
love that.
The whole
That
section.
boss is so good.
The boss, the whole level itself is really good. Even before that, like the part that got to me the most was when they started singing, and you
With the
could
llama.
and you huh?
With the llama?
No. When Drax said that that we can sing
Mhm.
his people's ceremonial song.
Oh, him and Groot are singing it together.
Everyone's singing. Like you could encourage it, and then everyone starts singing
Oh,
in
I
the
did
ship.
not. I never got that prompt. All I got
Really,
was Drax singing, and Groot joined in.
man.
I never got the prompt.
This is why I have more hours than you because I make sure to have get every dialogue option, especially
I
the ones
didn't.
in the.
I was roaming around that entire section for at least like 2 hours. Like I tried to
No,
get as much as I could. I got every collectible.
no, but this is when you're in the ship before you set out to go outside.
Oh, in the ship, I did sit around in the ship to do dialogue options. I don't think I ever
You
got
did.
that prompt.
There was one with Drax where
Yeah, no,
he
I pressed
said
Drax on. I pressed on Drax like 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, and I never got that prompt. Maybe it was just I miss.
Really?
Maybe that's like something that only comes if you got every collectible, which I didn't get every collectible in the game.
Shit, I don't know.
Maybe I guess. I don't know. I didn't get
Maybe it's
that.
based on your choice.
That's weird.
Again, it's probably
It
based
could
on your
be. It's probably
choices.
based on choices.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Drax says we can sing our my people's thing,
Mhm.
and then you can encourage it, and then everyone will start singing, and it's really 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 cool,
I
really
also
heartfelt. I felt it. I was emotional. Definitely like
I do love the detail in the game that Gamora can't sing, or just refuses to put any effort into
no.
singing.
But that's here's the funny thing. after literally Gamora is the first one to
Mhm.
encourage it before you decide. He says, "You know what? Let's do it," and then you can push it forward, and they will all start
Cool.
singing.
Yeah. No, that's cool because I got them. Did you hide the llama, or did you
Yes,
not do anything at all?
the llama.
I didn't do anything at all. So I found out that that actually affects a lot in the game. It gives you another. It gives you a puzzle to do. Later
Hold
on
on.
in the game.
This is compared to what? Like you're talking about
So
hiding the llama, like in the
so
first
in the
part after
first
you're
part of
getting.
the after you get caught by the Nova Corps, you can either hide the salvage, the illegal
Oh yeah,
parts,
I
hide the
I hit the
llama,
llama.
or do nothing at all.
I thought you were talking about someone else at first, but yeah, I
No,
hit
no,
the llama.
I didn't do anything at all
Why?
because not only do you get to keep the junk, your fine is I think a little bigger or a little smaller. No, your fine's definitely a little bigger because they find both. But
Was
they
it still
also
7,000?
no, I had a 9,000 credit.
Lol, I got 7,000.
Yeah, I know it's 7,000 if you hide the llama. If you hide the llama, 8,000 if you hide the salvage.
Hmm.
Yep. Or no, it's 6,000 if you hide the illegal parts.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, man, I
yeah,
wasn't
I had
gonna.
a 9,000 fine, and I got to keep everything. But because of that, if you don't hide the llama, you have to do a mini game or like a puzzle when Drax goes nuts and leaves off to what's the planet called?
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know what you're talking about now.
yeah. And I had that puzzle where Don't Worry Be Happy is playing, and you have to kind of sink to lure Kimmy, right?
Yeah.
Kimmy into any direction. And the way you do it is you have to just use Gamora's bad singing to push Kimmy down to Peter, who pushes to Rocket, who then pushes to Groot because Rocket has awful singing.
Uh,
Kimmy only likes Groot and Quill's singing, and so you have to kind of push her to kind of get to the wire that Rocket doesn't want her to chew.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a frustrating mini game because I didn't
Anyway.
understand what the game wanted me to do. Until I kind
Yeah.
of
Anyway,
figured it out.
I was gonna let them catch the llama. That llama's a good
Well, I
llama.
ran out of time. I wasn't paying
Fool.
attention. I was looking at something, and
Oh,
then I ran out of time.
could have paused it.
I could have, but I kind of just like quickly looked over, and then I ran out of time.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh, I could have restarted.
And I didn't care at that point. I was like, "What? What? Okay, story."
And then you regretted it.
And then I regretted it.
Fool.
But then, also, did you pay your fine or did you not pay your fine?
I didn't.
I didn't pay the fine either. I said,
And
"Fuck it."
funny consequences in
Yeah,
the
and then
end.
that was
It
a
was
funny.
funny.
That was a funny scene at the end. The game ends with you just
Fuck.
the Milano just stops dead, and then Nikki's like, "You did pay your fine, right?"
No.
I was like, "No, I didn't."
Dad.
I love the
Dad.
detail that she that in the end of the game where it's like she
Calls him dad in
occasionally calls
in
him
his
dad
spare
just
time.
to fuck with him. I was
No,
like, that's
stop
pretty.
it.
I was like, that's pretty great. I like that.
Oh,
There's a lot of cool
oh,
details in this game that I thought were just, oh, that's nice. I like
anyway, we're gushing a lot about well, we weren't gushing about much, but let's take about the characters,
that. Yeah,
all of them.
let's start with Quill. Let's start with Quill. Let's start
Quill
with Quill.
first.
He's great.
He's the main character.
He's great.
He's great.
He's great. I got a lot more heart out of him in this game than I thought I would. I thought he would just be kind of all snark, but
Yes.
you get more in this game how he's not an idiot, but he's got a good heart. He can make dumb decisions, but he's not an idiot. Like he knows his shit
Well,
when
again,
it comes to it.
some of this might really be based off the choices you make.
Totally. But like I did do
Yeah.
some like reloading to do other decisions and see what they were like. Like there's some that are more in character that aren't the right decisions, and there's some are that are the that are the right decisions. Like the do the math. That prompt was so funny. Do the math or ignore the math.
I probably would have ignored the math if you didn't, you know.
Well, I was thinking like, okay, Star Lord in this moment, like he he's doing the math. Like he knows he's doing it. He's doing the math, and I was like, well, let's just prod right into
He's doing it in his head, but he might be like, okay, I'm gonna let this
that. Okay,
slide.
he's a guy. He could be
I'd be
like
like that.
one of those let those slide, but I think if it would be one of those situations where it's dead obvious what this could possibly be, I think I'd also be like, no,
Which
no,
fucking
let's
brings
bring
up
the
a
math to the
question.
table.
Which then brings up like a bit of a question: if Quill, brings it up, why didn't she just go? No, she's adopted. Easy way to end it.
I
She's
don't know.
adopted. Oh,
It's an easy
okay,
way to
thanks.
end that conversation. Yeah, because that's like the big reveal at the end of the game is that
Yeah.
she's not Quill's kid.
She's a war
She's a
child.
war child that was almost brought back to the Kree and basically like killed because she's half.
Whatever. I don't know what book she is anymore.
Yeah, if she's full Kree, she's good, but if she's half anything, it's she really could be
Yeah.
half anything. She just looks half human.
Yeah.
Or Terran.
It's probably its own species.
Or its own species. But yeah, like being half blood, not being full blooded Kree is awful, and the Kree government and royals.
Racism. Fascist rats.
And yeah, and Corel wasn't gonna let that happen to just a kid, just a baby. So she was like, "All right, this is my child now."
Like, man, that is so much pondering for Quill to end if he just said, no, she's not mine either. She's adopted, Quill. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Quill? Thank you.
It's like even if she wasn't his kid, he'd still try to save her because of Corel.
Yeah.
Um,
Because Quill's a good guy.
Because Quill's a good guy. He has a good heart at the end of the day. And I like that Gamora has a specific feeling that's like, yes, no matter what happens, I will try to get that kid because I've seen what happens to people like her.
I think saying
her
I will try is
situation.
undermining it. It's more like I will do it.
Yeah, she's like,
I'm not gonna.
I will.
I will fucking die trying.
I will die trying to save what I think is your kid because of the situation she's in.
But either way, you're kid or not, I gotta save that girl, bro.
Either way, yeah, I gotta save that girl because of Corel.
I can't live with myself if I don't.
Yeah, because that's Quill. That's who he is. And I like that the growth of the characters is that like they won't let it happen either.
Well,
even if it's like for different
well,
reasons.
Fucking Rocket kind of has to be pushed to that.
Rocket has to get pushed because at the end of the day, I do like that these details are here right from the start. Because right at the start of the game, when if Quill like kind of like gets hurt or something, Rocket immediately is like, "Are you okay?" Like he'll joke forever, but he will sound so concerned when he's like making sure, like, "You okay, Quill?"
Except that one time he laughed at you falling.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
But he's still like, "You okay? Like, are you? We're good." Because he really does like Quill.
Yeah, he likes all his team members.
He really does care for them.
And there's a neat little payoff.
There's a great payoff.
Well, hold on. This is one I'm mentioning. You probably didn't get it. It just depends on what you did.
Yeah.
But you probably got it too, since we probably made the same choice. Where they're at a point in that weird golden place in the sky. No, I forgot what the place is called. The place where the final boss takes place around there, and it's like a bridge.
Yeah.
And a Rocket says, "Fuck it, throw me." Like that's him being open with the team. Throw me. I will do the sacrifice.
Oh yes.
Yes.
On no, it's not the place. It's nowhere. It's either nowhere or Contraxia. It's one of those two places. And
well, it can't be nowhere because
no, because nowhere's no, because that's the same place where you save Cosmo and he takes control of nowhere.
No. That's literally just the end game. Wait. No, that's just the end game place.
But that end game place doesn't take place on nowhere. place before it.
Yeah, it's not
Contraxia.
nowhere.
It's Contraxia. Because it's
Contraxia.
Rocket.
It's not.
It's Rocket's favorite place. It's Contraxia.
Right. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not a planet. It's literally a giant ship.
It's just a
I
giant
think.
ship. Yeah.
But yeah, and then Drax says, "No, you're a valid member of this team. I'm
Yep.
not
I
gonna
got
throw
that
you."
too. I got that too.
Like,
I got
it's
that
so
moment.
good.
Yeah, I got that moment where Rocket's like, just throw me, dude. Like, it's fine. I'll make it.
I know. I'm not gonna do
And
it.
Drax goes,
Sure.
no.
Huh.
I did like immediately that my choices started mattering when I refused Drax to throw Rocket like 2 times, and then Drax just refused to talk to me, and he got pissed, and I was like, oh shit, my choices matter. It's like my choices affect things.
Yeah.
It's
Or
like, oh
like,
shit, I guess I gotta do the best for the team.
it's actually pretty nuts that Cosmo will actually not
Yeah,
be converted.
I started getting a lot of notifications in the end game where it's like, this happened because you did this. Like, not only did Nowhere show up and essentially eliminate a portion of the fight, the hive mind of Novacore saved my ass in the end of the game because I convinced them that their logic was flawed.
I didn't get that.
I got that.
Damn.
When you've talked to the hive mind, if you just keep like questioning their logic and pointing out gaps in their logic and flaws, they'll actually go like, I need time to think about this.
No, I was being more dickish to them, like, fuck you.
No. I was like, I want to say fuck you so bad, but I want to say fuck you because your logic sucks. So I'm gonna point it out.
I was pretty frustrated with them. Like, fuck you, no, bitch.
Yeah, but if you tell them their shit and you give them their logic and tell them why their logic is wrong, they'll actually think about it and come back and help you in the end because they realize that we needed this.
That's pretty neat.
And I was like, oh, that's so good. That's so good. And I was never gonna hurt Cosmo.
You're not gonna what?
I was never gonna hurt Cosmo. Cosmo was gonna be the best.
Yeah, he is the bestest boy.
He's the best boy. He's the best boy.
No, he's the bestest. I think that's what he says.
The bestest.
No, Cosmo is bestest boy.
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill. Also loved that part in Contraxia when you're with Cosmo and he's like kind of got you like trapped and you all just start barking at each other. that had me cracking.
It's so
up.
weird.
It was so weird, but I was laughing. I was laughing so hard.
Cosmo got a lot too on that scene alone. The part where he's converted into a bad person.
Oh, to the church, yeah.
Yeah, and then explaining everything. I was like, oh, that's pretty heartfelt. Small.
Yeah.
Like he is just a dog.
He's just a dog.
With the most powerful brain in the world.
Yeah.
In the universe, probably.
At least in that galaxy.
Yeah. But I like how the game emphasizes that Peter Quill is the heart of the group.
Yes, he's the guy that brings everyone together. Because at the end of the day, they all like him and will follow him.
Which is also shown by the combat of the game.
Yes.
Therefore, huddle mechanic and him giving out orders.
Which additionally, I thought him being the only character you played as and you giving orders was a bad idea. I thought that would eliminate the fun of the game where you would want to play as the other Guardians. But when the game started introducing this idea that's like, no, this game is about you being the leader. You are making the choices. You have to center the group. Then the idea of ordering everyone around made perfect sense, and I never questioned it afterwards. Like, it was just at that point, I was like, nope, this is how the game is going to go.
Which would have been... Honestly, it still would have been shit if the AI was bad, but thankfully it's not.
No, the AI is not only not bad, it does what it wants you to do. Which is great. I also got plenty into situations where the characters revived me.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? Wait, normally I have to do this myself. But no, the AI revived me. Which I'm sure they spent a lot of...
So...
I'm sure they spent a lot of time working on the AI. Which I guess while we're on this the topic of combat, let's talk about combat. Unless you want to talk about the characters before we go there.
I'd rather move on more. You keep going on characters because we're not really done, are we?
No, definitely no, we're done.
Yeah.
there's a couple like characters that are just kind of thrown in, like the character you find on that planet, the Fig Fang Foom. That character was just thrown in. Like, there's really nothing there.
It's really an exposition thing, telling you what
Yeah,
happened,
but that's supposed to be a
or
character. And it's like you're just here. Like,
kind of to show the dangers of Fing Fan Film at that
yeah.
point. I mean, I like the dialogue that happens
No, the
between her.
dialogue's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clear that character
That alien
was just thrown in. Yeah.
that alien was oddly attractive. She had the weird face, but then like pretty good body. Like it was weird.
Yeah, I knew you would like that.
Yeah, and then if you look at a certain point, like is that a cleavage I see? Oh my god, I'm getting mixed feelings about this thing. I'm gonna move on now. Hey Drax, what are you doing? Oh, there's more people.
I think it's really funny that
More
Drax has
people.
jiggle physics. They gave it to Drax and no one else, and I think that's the funniest thing.
He's got
He's got jiggle physics, unnatural
Peter.
jiggle physics.
Peter Quill. Feel my pecs. No. Feel them. No. Leave me
Peter
alone.
Quill, put your hands to my chest.
Now put your hands in her chest.
Also,
Peter Quill. Now put your hands on Gamora's chest. Peter, I swear to God, if you do it, you're gonna lose that hand. Some other time then.
Peter,
Some of-
we'll lose that hand.
You will lose that hand. Some other time then. maybe when they make a Guardians 2, maybe then they can have Peter and Gamora have a relationship.
I don't know. I kind of just like them more platonic. I think they kind of have like a cool dynamic that way.
But they can have
They're more understanding
understanding
of themselves, of each other,
well,
rather than
I don't know about that.
romantically involved.
Romantically, you technically would be more understanding of someone. Romantically, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, of course it will be platonic at that point because Peter, he's kind of a womanizer in the game still, which I like that they kept in.
Yeah, he's still a womanizer, and everyone is like,
This fucking guy.
like this fucking guy.
This fucking guy. And
I loved.
And again,
did you get the dialogue where Mantis says that in one time her and Mantis, her and Quill were together. They were married.
Yeah.
And I love that Quill's like, what?
What?
She's like, it's really funny. It's really funny. Don't worry about it.
I kind of want to worry about it.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
If you want to talk about performances, that actor is really good as Quill. That actor who plays Quill is really, really good.
Yeah. Man, if I could change the hair though, that'd be nice.
I don't mind the hair. It's the
weird.
It's the beard that's there and not there sometimes that kind of bothers me.
Kind of a hair is kind of exaggerated. I don't know. He looks like Hawkeye.
You mean Hawkeye?
Did I say hot?
I said
Hawkeye.
You said hot guy.
No, it sounded like Hawkeye. I said Hawkeye. I emphasized the ha. The ha. He was like Hawkeye.
He's a hot guy.
Oh, he's not really hot, but yeah. He's a Peter Quill guy.
He's a Peter Quill.
Yeah, I liked Lady Hellbender.
She was cool.
It's cool.
She
Surprise.
totally wanted to bone Drax.
Yeah, she
totally wanted.
Totally did.
Drax.
I mean,
Drax,
and Drax
was not seeing it.
No, I think he was at a point because there's a point. I don't know if you got this option, but you can have Peter be like, "I think she's flirting with you, man."
Yeah, I did that option.
And, yeah,
I did.
And she's
option,
like, "What do I do? I don't know. Roll with it." You're right. You have terrible negotiation skills, Peter Quill. Just in the sense of.
Just go
Like,
with it, dude.
I do think Rex is also enamored by her because of the warrior spirit that she
Yeah.
has, and we know he is attracted to that. Which, hey,
He's also
what a
attracted to
fuck,
people a foot taller than him, apparently.
which hold on, hey, what a fucking tease. They say that he values that thing. Well, not really, because he's attracted to Lady Hellbender in a way. Appreciates the warrior spirit within her, and then they fucking emphasize that by stating that that's what Drax like the most
About
about his wife.
yeah, about his wife, which again, I hate to bring. I don't want to bring this. To bring it up again. He clearly likes people who are a foot taller than him.
Is his wife taller than him?
Yeah,
Oh,
which is really funny. And of course,
I thought they would
Hellbender is like
I thought they would have
ridiculously
some height, but
tall.
yeah. And she's surprisingly hot. I don't know. I don't know. Can't say blame Drax at that point. She has some meats with her. I don't know about you, man. You can still meet her anytime. Fucking, it's okay. But yeah, she was pretty neat.
She was cool.
I fucking like the fact that when they called her Guardians of the Galaxy, like she's so heaven on killing them.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Gardeners
Yeah.
of the Galaxy was a pretty good gag.
Yeah.
But I guess I think we're dodging a little bit around Nikki. We might as well just get into Nikki because she could have easily come off really annoying and awful. I think
Could have, yeah.
it was too easy to botch that character. But no, they did a good job there. Like
Yeah.
they did a good job. Like she's totally relatable, understandable, smart kid. You know, like I got it. I was like, nope, I see where you're coming from. Like there was never a point where I was like, you're just ignoring. Like it was never a point where I was like, I don't like you because you're ignoring it. It ended up becoming, I like you because you're ignoring it and you're acknowledging it.
Ignoring what?
Her pain, the realization of Corel being dead, and it was one of
Yeah.
those like she knew she was dead, but she couldn't think of anything else to do. Like because she was dead, she was going through her grief, and at that point I was like, no, I get it. There was no ill will or malicious feelings towards her at all at that point. I was like, no, I get it because you also see firsthand what the church uh, gives you.
Well, not only that, she think
What the what is it called? The promise
made
is.
yeah.
I don't know if you got this. Did you get the secret ending?
Secret ending.
So the game doesn't actually make this known. When Meredith Quill hugs you, you can push her back.
Yeah.
The game doesn't make this known that you can press the fire button and push her back.
I did that.
I didn't know you could do that because the game didn't make it obvious. So I let her hug me.
I was dying. Of course it was. I thought it was pretty. I was fucking dying. Like, oh no, I have to do something. Obviously.
No, that wasn't. It wasn't like that for me at all.
Oh,
There was
okay.
no. It didn't seem like she just hugged him, and then it cut to black, and then you kind of got this sequence where Quill is at home with his mother and the rest of the Guardians. They're all
Oh,
on Earth with Meredith, and they're all talking to each other.
and the game just ends.
No, like you have like a scene where you get to walk back into the house, talk with Meredith and all the Guardians. They're all
Huh.
interacting with Quill's home and Meredith, and then the whole time the kind of there's this filter that's kind of closing in slowly, and then when it fully closes, the credits roll, and the game ends,
Oh.
and then the game tells you, do you want to go back and make a different choice? And I was like, what? Did I just get a secret ending? And that's when I think I DM'd you at that point. I was like, did I just get a secret ending?
I had no idea what the fuck you meant, so I just said I don't know what I said.
Yeah, I think I was probably like, I think I just got a secret ending.
But
The
yeah,
game's
no,
telling me I can go back.
I thought it was pretty obvious that you weren't supposed to get hugged by her, but turns out it was optional. But I don't know. It's probably the fact that I played a little game called MGS4, where you fight these girls called the Lady Beast, and after finishing their bosses, there's these sections where they walk up to you and hug you to death. And I thought, oh, so I played this game before, and then I killed her. So I was
That was
probably
also
too
tough to
familiar.
get through.
I was somehow too familiar with this fucking concept. Like, man, I've been here before. This is a lie. Boom, and I killed her.
That was also a really tough scene to watch,
What is it now?
where you shoot Meredith multiple times
Yeah,
and she dies. That was surprisingly tough to get through.
yeah.
For me, at least. I don't know about you.
I'd say. I mean, I was a lot sadder when I saw her die. Actually, I was a lot sadder there.
No.
But no, it still
Yeah,
hit me the
when
scene.
she gets shot by the Chitauri.
Yeah, and dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still hit me that
Yeah.
scene. I mean, I kind of goofed around a little bit because I not really goofed around. I delayed it a lot more, shot her, and then pulled the gun back, let her stand up, hug me, and then I pushed her back again and shot her.
Oh.
'Cause I wanted to see what they say. Had few dialogue options. It wasn't malicious or anything. It was just more like curiosity. Like, huh,
What do
let's
you
see what
say?
happens.
Yeah.
What will you say now? Okay, I guess nothing else. Bang!
Bang. Bang.
It
Bang,
was
bang,
a
bang.
cold blooded myrtle.
Yeah.
Myrtle?
Murder.
Myrtle.
Myrtle. Moaning Myrtle.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, no,
But yeah,
that
hey,
scene hit me kind of hard.
tell me. There's this section where you're running away from the poison black thing, and it sucks all your friends up. What did you do for that?
So
Like,
my initial thought was because I was running away and everyone got sucked in, and I was like, okay. I was listening to Peter's dialogue, and I was like, oh, heroes don't run. Heroes don't run; they fight. And
uh-huh.
so my thought process said, okay, let me get taken by it. Maybe that's the right thing to do, is to stand my ground and not be afraid and just do it.
Fucking Stranger Things season 2. I'm not afraid of it.
And then I just
You know what
died.
I'm talking about, right?
I don't remember, but I just died, and I was like, okay, so let me try this again. I listened to the dialogue again, and then I started shooting at it and noticed that it was taking damage, and so I just stopped and started shooting it. And then I progressed.
That's basically how it went with me too.
I was just trying to, I was like, the dialogue is trying to tell me something here.
Although, the second time I did it, I was like, wait, that went on for way too long. Let me shoot this fucking thing, and I shot him, and I
Yeah,
killed him.
I started running for a while. I was like, this is going on too long. Let me
Well,
shoot
good
it.
thing I did it before I sucked my friends up. Like, I don't
Oh,
like the fact that they got sucked up.
I did it after.
Oh, that's funny.
I just let it happen.
Yeah. Uh, I think Mantis. I think maybe a tad bit of an issue with her. The fact that you basically got a character that basically knows everything
Yeah, but she doesn't
at
know
that
when
point.
it's gonna happen, what's gonna happen. She just knows that this can happen. I just don't know how.
Yeah.
Like it's all coming to her in the moment.
Like, I don't know if this is a comic book thing,
Yeah, I
but
don't
then
know specifically what Mantis does in the comics because the
I
movie. I only know what she does in the movies, and what she does in the
yeah,
movies is help you feel emotion, or she can feel what you're feeling.
feel what you're feeling, put people to sleep.
But in this game, not only can she fight, but she can direct to you. She can still feel what you're feeling, but she can also
Yeah.
see the future, or at
Yeah.
least see multiple futures and not know which are one
I
or
don't know.
how it's gonna
If they
happen.
make a second game, I'm sure they'll have her as a playable
Yeah,
character.
she'll be a commandable character. Yeah, if they make a sequel,
Probably.
because she is a member of the team now.
Yeah.
My if we're gonna talk about issues character wise, the big spoiler of the game, Adam Warlock,
Mhm.
he was in too little for me to get anything out of other than his big exposition dump.
I enjoyed him.
I didn't mind having him there, I thought his design was considerably weaker than the other characters, and I don't know, he just kind of,
Well, definitely got better after he shaved and put on his costume.
yeah. But still, his design was just like, okay, I guess you're cool,
I mean, that's
whatever.
I don't know much about Adam Warlock in the comics, but that's I think that might be
He's
what he looks like
he's the
exactly.
original. Um, Infinity War ends with him doing the snap and then setting everything right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I thought it was Nebula who did the snap.
hmm?
I thought it was Nebula
Nebula
who reset everybody.
Nebula did not save everyone. She did the first snap before Adam Warlock did it,
Uh,
and then Adam Warlock did the big one that saved
yeah,
everybody.
but yeah, no, I was talking about design. Like I was pretty sure that's what he looked like in the comics. Gold, long
He's
hair,
got more. He's got more blue. More blue.
more blue.
Adam. Yeah, if I look up
Uh,
Adam Warlock, like he's
in his skin,
way more blue. No, in his
more blue in his
costume,
skin.
he's straight
Ah,
up gold. You know, in the like as a character, but he's got like sometimes he wears black, sometimes he wears blue. It's whatever they feel.
yeah,
But
but
I'm
yeah,
sure in the movie he'll
I
be
enjoyed him
yeah.
relatively because he was funny. I'd say like
His conversations were fun.
his odd way of speech and his
I don't know if that's how he talks in the comics. I feel like they just did that for the game to give him personality, but kind of started to get on my nerves.
I like it. I like how the characters get on there, but like, what the fuck? Just speak
What is
normally.
he
The fuck?
saying?
What?
Like, what are you saying? Just talk like a
Just
person.
talk normally. English, please.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak?
And I like that they're punching again where he just goes, yes, yes, of course, friends. When he was doing this begrudgingly,
No, it's at the end of the game. He's like, what is this? It's like he says like something like essentially kind of like, yes, I won't fuck it up.
yes, I won't fuck it up. But at the very end, after the super boss fight,
Oh, the Magus boss fight.
yeah, yeah, after
Yeah.
that, um, the handshake that he has
Boss fight.
the handshake he has with Peter with this very tight,
Hmm.
goofy smile, like yes, yes. When he's squeezing his fucking hands,
At that
it's
point, I
like
would have been like,
the
I'm
most.
ejecting this motherfucker into space. I don't trust him.
It's like the most human thing he's
Moment.
done.
Yeah,
He
he
did in the
does in the
game.
whole
Like
game. Yeah.
I like that a lot. Like
For me, it was
like
kind of this.
he's so pissed
There was this
at Peter.
feeling like when that happens, when he turns into Magus, right? I was like, I am not letting this motherfucker stay on the Milano. At that point, I
After that or
lost all
before that?
trust for him. After that,
Oh, he
like
didn't mean to
this.
do that though.
No, I
I,
know he didn't mean to do it, but after he does it, I'm like, I don't trust this guy. Like, I don't trust it.
huh.
But
You know, sort of ended after that,
it's
and I'm
all
pretty
right.
sure
It ends on a
his
fun
yeah,
note. So,
I'm pretty sure his evil twin is dead anyway.
oh, Magus.
Yeah.
He's still inside the Soul Stone. It's just
Yeah, well,
if
yeah, yeah, I remember
if
now.
Warlock has
Given there,
any like feeling that, oh shit, Magus is gonna come back,
you call the Guardians of the Galaxy.
he's like, yes.
Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, no, I like Adam Warlock. Yeah, there isn't too much with him. Like there were other characters.
Yeah, I do hope in the next game they don't give us too many characters to command. Um, like at least two more in the next game, and I'm sure that'll be like
Uh,
Mantis and Nikki.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll just leave it to what they have in the comics.
Yeah, I didn't
Like I
know.
don't
I
think
didn't think.
Nikki will be.
I think Nikki will be playable. Will be commandable.
I think she might be too OP for that. Whatever the fuck her power is.
Um, she screamed Captain Marvel to me. I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's what
I
I was gonna
don't
say.
think.
Like,
I
what's
don't
with the
think
Captain
that's what.
Marvel hair?
I don't think that's what she does in the comics. I had to look up Nikki Gold.
I don't
To
know who the fuck Nikki Gold is either. Like,
she's
who is she?
she does have the red flaming hair thing, but
Huh.
in the comics, her, I don't know what she does.
I have no clue
In the
who Nikki
comics,
Gold.
she's like a genetic offshoot of humanity, and she's from
Ah,
Mercury.
Oh,
Uh, she's resistant to radiation.
I like him though.
She doesn't really have like space powers like that. She's just kind of like really good at fighting and is really resistant.
Well,
And
she
then
should.
she has energy projection, which she can increase with technology.
It seems that she's usually an adult.
Yeah,
Comics.
usually. She uses blasters mounted on her wrists. Yep.
Huh.
So she just uses weapons.
Anyway, yeah, first time I've heard of this fucking character.
Yeah, they definitely changed her for this game. But the red hair thing is that's consistent. I still don't really fully know what she does. Like it looks like in some
I was
iterations.
caught off guard. I'm guessing she just has the powers of the whatever she had before turning into that.
Novacore.
I mean, here's the thing: she just sort of gets it.
Yeah.
And
That
she's not
was a
even
little
surprised about it.
confusing. I was like,
She's not even surprised about it. She's kind of like, I have this now. Cool. She's not like, what the fuck is this? Ah.
yeah.
And she knows how to use it, like easily. I guess
Yep.
you can argue that because of the matriarchy thing.
Oh, right, because she was the matriarch. Yeah, because she
I
has
guess
knowledge.
that's
She
how.
has knowledge now that others don't
Yeah,
have.
knowledge of
Yeah.
the power. I guess.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the fuck the specific
Oh,
powers of the
apparently they
matriarch
did
are.
Nikki Golden in Agents of Shield.
Oh.
So I guess in
Okay.
that show, she can see intense light, has a high resistance to heat and most radiation. Her hair is made of fire.
Most radiation.
Yeah.
Not radiation, just most radiation.
Most types of radiation.
Wow.
Her hair is made of fire, and she could potentially burn someone just by touching someone with part of her body. Okay, Rogue.
Well,
Uh,
Rogue. Well, sure.
yeah, I don't know what this character does. I think they're taking from a different version of her than like
I don't know.
the regular.
What do you mean is regular? I saw like 13 images of her that were completely different from each other.
Yeah, like she seems like she has a lot more differentiation in her abilities and in appearances.
Yeah, I saw her with a gun in one.
Mercurian physiology
But there we
is
go.
her power.
Okay.
So she's just really strong.
I'm just gonna assume she's like Captain Marvel, like.
And she sees intense light.
She sees through intense light, like.
She
like.
sees intense light. See in intense light. Yeah.
So can she like see the
So
sun
if-
and not get blind?
So if Phoenix just like blasted her ass, she'd still see through it, right through it.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
Yeah.
Peter's gonna be like, oh, you can't. Oh, wow.
But she doesn't have like I can fly Captain Marvel powers. It doesn't seem
But
like it's that.
Phoenix will be like, oh wow, you have a power that
You can
makes
see through
that.
me. Oh,
Oh
no.
wow, that's oh no. Whatever.
But she does have
resistance.
She does have resistance to heat.
I think Phoenix is more than he by the looks of it.
Probably.
Probably.
Dark
Fuck,
Phoenix.
either
Dark
way.
Phoenix specifically. She just lose to probably.
Oh, make an X-Men game.
But she has, I guess she has the ability to energy project. So, I guess.
I guess. Oh, make an X-Men game, please.
She's self-taught from memory tapes.
What?
She's comics. She's self-taught from memory tapes.
Like self-taught on what overall?
In combat.
Oh.
Proficient in hand-to-hand combat, proficient in gymnastics and sharpshooting. She is self-taught from memory tapes.
Okay.
She's also genetically engineered, so that could be what those like memory tapes are.
She sounds like a powerhouse.
She could be. She has a 2 in like in the power grid on the Marvel wiki. She has a 2 in strength, but a 6 in energy projection, and 6 in fighting skills.
I wonder what Spider-Man is then.
Yeah, probably like a 4.
It's 4 on what?
Strength.
Probably.
She has blasters mounted on her wrists. Nikki is often armed with a neuronic frequency stun gun, a laser pistol, and various handgun type weapons as needed. Okay, so they just made her Captain Marvel in the game. They kind of just made her Captain Marvel.
I don't know if she can
Okay, no, she does have like energy protection in the comics, but she also has a gun.
I don't remember
She's
Captain
short.
Marvel doing force fields.
She's short. I don't remember that either. So I don't know how that came about in this one.
Oh, it's the hair. It's the hair.
It's the hair.
It's the hair.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing here. I don't know what this character is, what she can do.
We'll
But
find out in the second game if
we'll
there
find
is
out
a
in the
second game.
second game.
If there is one.
Every way Guardians of the Galaxy's Nikki is different from the comics.
Yes.
Both versions of Nikki have become the official sixth member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so she is a Guardian. But comic Nikki never met Star-Lord or the rest of the modern team. When she was originally founded by the Guardians of the Galaxy, comic Nikki was founded by Yondu. So she was a member of the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's really old.
So she's really old. While these
So
characters
Star-Lord came out in like 76, I think.
And then Star-Lord wasn't a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy until 2008.
Doesn't what?
2008.
Fuck.
Like he was a Guardian, but he wasn't the leader of the Guardians until they kind of rebooted the Guardians in 2008. So that modern team of Guardians that we know now is really recent. Not even 20 years old. Which is crazy.
Yeah. I kind of want to read those comics now.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back. Nikki may
See
not
what's
have made the
up.
cut in Gunn's films, but she does play a role in the game. The key difference is
What?
in the game, she's defined by her relationship to Star-Lord. Yada yada. She's at the very least half Kree. The real story behind Nikki's birth and parents is lost when Ko-Rel dies, but as it goes within the Soul Stone, okay. That's just the game. Conversely, Nikki from the comics is already an adult by the time she was found by the original Guardians characters. Comic Nikki witnessed the death of her parents at the hand of the Badoon during their invasion of the solar system.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's the name?
Badoon. In the 31st century, so she's like a future person. Afterwards, she ran away and lived in solitude for years on Mercury before being found by Yondu. Comic Nikki was able to live on Mercury by herself because she is part of a branch of humanity that was genetically engineered to survive the planet's climate.
Oh my god.
Okay, another difference between the two Nikkis is that they were born nearly 1,000 Earth years apart. Additionally, Comic Nikki is from a universe with an Earth 691 designation. The reality depicted in Eidos Montreal's game has an ambiguous designation for now, with no distinct qualities other than it being a universe where their Guardians' own Drax allegedly killed Thanos. Their powers differ. Since the two Nikkis have a massive age difference, their combat experience is drastically different. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Nikki only revealed a small glimpse of her powers when she protected the team from Magus, although it's likely that their powers contain similar abilities or properties. Comic Nikki was genetically engineered to be able to survive life on Mercury, so she is highly resistant to heat and most types of radiation. Appearance-wise, Comic Nikki also has hair made entirely of red and flame, and would otherwise be bald if it were put out. Why do they always put those kind of details? Her natural body temperature is enough to burn someone by physical contact.
Remember when we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, the game?
The comics. Requiring her to find ways to cool down before making physical contact with friends or love interests. Outside of her powers, Comic Nikki is extremely proficient in hand-to-hand combat, gymnastics, and sharpshooting. Lastly, the version of Nikki seen in the comics has had a full life of adventure that Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Nikki has yet to experience for now. Comic Nikki has fought alongside the Avengers as well as Spider-Man after traveling to their present day. While traveling to different universes and timelines has not happened for the game, the Guardians of the Galaxy did have a brief experience with alternate universes after leaving Cosmo.
Spider-Man has teamed up with everybody.
I guess so. He really does get around.
He does get around.
So yeah, I'm
My man.
unsure of what Nikki is.
He's talking. She's the blue girl with the red hair.
she's the girl with the red hair.
The blue girl with the red hair.
In the
I'm
comics,
discriminating
she's
right
gray,
now. Right, but in here she's blue.
but she's
So
blue. She blue.
she's the blue girl with the red hair.
She the blue one. She an Ituri?
She what?
She a Navi?
Navi.
Is that Ituri and Jake Sully's daughter?
Unlikely.
Mainly due to the red hair.
No. You know what? No, because no. You know what? No, because her parents are dead. She's an orphan, bro.
Also, she's not 10 feet tall.
Wow. Well, she's in her infant years. They get taller around.
Yeah, they get taller around 10.
Yeah. They get taller after they hit puberty. Whatever the fuck puberty is for the Navi.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't
Our
want to know.
dress get taller.
I don't want to know.
I kind of want to know.
I know, and we all know James Cameron has an answer.
Yeah, why would he? Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game. Yeah, no, they didn't fuck up Niggy, even though I don't know what her powers are. They did a good job with that character.
Everything with her was good except when she got the powers. That was weird.
I was like, what?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I know you're supposed to have them, but okay.
I guess just have to need. Okay.
I guess you are supposed to have them. Yeah, it was just one of those like moments where it was like
a little shocked about this though.
it was one of those moments where it's like, huh, okay, you're just gonna, all right, cool,
Okay.
yeah.
Neat. Good job, game. Also, I don't like the final boss. Like not the final, just the one before that.
Oh, the Grand Unifier.
Yeah.
He was a little bullet spongy. He kind of just kind of dodged him
Yeah, he wasn't
and shot him a
particularly.
few times, and it took me like an hour because he is such a bullet sponge. And then he was dead. So
Yeah, he didn't do anything interesting.
he didn't do
really.
anything interesting. For what was supposed to be the final boss, I was like, oh, you are not interesting. Oh no.
Fang Fang Foom on the other hand.
But that can kind of be said for the rest of the game's bosses outside of Fang Fang Foom.
Yeah.
The bosses are just kind of they're fine.
Actually, hold on. I like the twins.
Oh, the boss you never get to finish.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I was gonna bring that up. Like you.
Yeah, no, that was fucked up. I was like, I want to finish this boss.
I thought, oh, this is really fun. And I thought, okay, we're gonna continue this later on, right? Nope.
Nope.
Get fucked. No, I want to do this. What are we doing? No.
I was like, I want to finish this boss. Come on.
I want to
Nope,
finish
you're
it.
not
It's so
allowed.
good.
You are not allowed.
I had to be creative and shit. No. Fuck.
It's like, yo, you can't keep them together. Ooh, okay, how do I do this? And then you're just not allowed.
Nice.
And as soon as you figure it out, you're just not allowed to fight them anymore. Which I thought was just really annoying.
Yeah, fucking stupid game didn't let me finish or like do it first and then continue it. Like that's game module 101, right?
Or maybe like give us like a side quest or something. Because this game doesn't have side quests, but
no,
like,
it's
if you
really
wanted to
linear.
just give us, if you just wanted to give us like an extra thing to do, you know.
Yeah.
Just to fight them again.
Or I don't know. I really feel like there was some place you could put them in the story.
Hellbender at that point was still after you. They should be after you.
Yeah. I think there was a good way to put him in the story. Like, for example, we go back to nowhere. Like we go back there. Yeah. What?
We first met them on Contraxia.
I thought they were nowhere.
Cosmos Place is in Contraxia, right? Not nowhere.
Huh?
Isn't then that final place you get to at the end of the game that is nowhere, not Contraxia? It is nowhere.
No, because nowhere appears to help you.
Yeah, because if you, yeah, but he's still on nowhere.
Like the location of nowhere.
The location of nowhere. You find Cosmo on nowhere at the end of the game.
Because nowhere's the head. That's the
Yeah,
thing. You're not in the head.
but you're in the head earlier, and that's where you go
Yeah.
back to at the end of the game. So is that Contraxia or nowhere? I don't even know anymore.
No. Like, hold on. This is what I'm saying. You when you go save Cosmo, you go to nowhere, and then you pretty sure you leave, and then you
Yes,
go to the giant spaceship thingy that is basically where everything takes place.
that's all on the same level. That's not
The
separate
final
levels.
on the final boss.
No,
Not
not
the final. The one before the final boss. I'm just gonna call the final boss the secret boss, and
just
then
Magus.
yeah, Magus.
Because
But I'm talking
the,
about the
the area
final.
before that is like the ship that you're kind of running on, but that's when nowhere comes back to
Yeah,
help you. I'm talking about when you save Cosmo. That's on nowhere,
yeah.
which is the same place you went to earlier, which is nowhere. Or is that Contraxia? I don't
What place you
know
went to? Wait,
anymore.
which place that you went to earlier? Earlier when?
I think that's nowhere.
Like,
Like when
well,
Rocket and gets pissed and leaves you.
I'm not sure you ever go to Contraxia, ever.
I don't. I think you do go to Contraxia because when
What
you
is
go
Contraxia?
back, Rocket is like sad about all the places he loved on Contraxia now being destroyed.
I think that was nowhere.
But he complains about Contraxia. I don't know
Well,
anymore.
yeah,
I
because he likes
don't know any.
Contraxia.
Yeah, but then why would he be complaining about a place he loves in Contraxia seeing it destroyed when he's not on Contraxia?
Well, that's a weird to say. Why why would you
Why
complain
would
about?
because at that point in the game they're looking at that place that Rocket loves that's on Contraxia, and Rocket is
They're look.
sad about it
I thought
because it's
I thought they were looking
destroyed.
at it. I thought they were looking at it from. Hold on. Is it the part with the beam cannon is sucking up the planet's
No,
energy?
no, no, no. That's later. Nope.
Okay,
The place before the spaceship final level.
no wait.
Are,
I'm talking.
are
I
we?
was talking about the
We're both.
setup.
No, we're both confused.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right.
we don't know what
So
we're talking. We
what
don't
does
know what we're
Contraxia
talking
look
about.
like? What does
I
Contraxia look
don't.
like to you?
I don't know, dude. Because I don't
Because
know
I
if
think
nowhere is Contraxia and if Contraxia is nowhere. I don't know.
okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I think Contraxia was a place that when the church or whatever was being set up, you see the giant beam sucking up the planet's energy. I think that was Contraxia, and he was like, "We gotta stop
Yes,
this
but you
giant laser
go.
beam."
But Rocket is sad about a place in Contraxia that's destroyed that he's looking at in the end of the game. But if that's nowhere, that makes no sense.
Did he say it was Contraxia? Are we getting
He said
confused?
it was Contraxia because he loves everything on the Contraxia. I'm
Let me
so
search.
confused. I'm
Let me
so
search this up.
confused.
I'm so lost.
I'm looking it up too. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Click this and play.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Fucking getting scenes from the fucking movie.
Right.
Yes, I was right. It was when they were vacuuming Contraxia.
Right. Okay, but I'm saying later on, don't they go back there and Rocket is complaining about that place that he loves on Contraxia, but he's looking at it.
I'm pretty sure they were just in nowhere.
But I don't understand. Why is he?
Probably. I know we're talking about Contraxia, or I don't. He probably just didn't mention nowhere. I mean, he probably just didn't mention Contraxia. It was talking about the places that were destroyed in nowhere. Because I do remember him being like really distraught over the places in nowhere getting destroyed.
Yeah. I don't understand anymore.
I don't think he was talking about Contraxia. I don't think he was. No, no, no. I don't quite recall.
Man, at this point, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
Concede for now and say that it wasn't Contraxia. That seems like this. I guess safe is better. I
I
guess. I
guess,
don't
yeah,
know.
at this point, yeah, that's the safest bet.
So what the fuck were we?
I don't know anymore.
Alright. I was talking about fucking. Oh, yeah, we were talking about twins, how they were like, unfortunately,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was mentioning how we did go back to nowhere to check everything out, and Cosmo. That's where Cosmo was. You know,
Yep.
yeah. I'm saying that we could have had the boss continue in there because last we saw the twins, they were also in nowhere. That
Yep.
you could have totally put them in the story at that point.
No, you really could have.
So so much for that boss. Damn.
Yep.
But let's talk the I guess the we're talking about characters. We didn't quite get through all of them. Want to continue
Yeah,
to
we kind
that
of talked
or
about we kind of didn't really talk much about Rocket. I realized we mostly talked about Quill, Gamora, and Drax, but
and then Quill
yeah, and mostly Quill, but
and fucking Nikki
Nikki and Lady Hellbender and Carell,
and
uh,
Mantis a little bit.
Mantis a bit. Yeah, we can talk about Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket's pretty neat.
Rocket is pretty cool. Rocket is pretty cool. His voice
Yeah, there's
initially
lots of
got
them.
on my nerves.
In the movies, I do get it. In the movies, I emotionally, really
Yeah, I wasn't really attached to Rocket. I just thought he was a funny character. He said cool things, but
in the movies.
in the movies,
Oh, I am very much emotionally attached to Rocket in the movies.
yeah.
I like all the characters in the movies a lot. I
I
think
mean, I
they're
do
great
too.
characters.
I, I'm just not
To me,
super
I
into.
mean,
In some
to
of them,
me, it
I'm
seems
not
like they're
super into some of them.
yeah. To me, it seems like they're haha, they're funny
Yeah, it's
for
kind
you.
of just like yeah, like they're funny. They're cool. I like them.
Which, man, I don't want to say that. I kind of might have missed it at that point. I don't know. They're really good. Like it's kind of like if you like these characters a lot, like why could you like the same ones the same way you do the other ones? It's like oh, like they don't have similar writing tropes, but they're both very effective in the same way. So I'm like, huh,
Like I said,
how
I spent
strange.
more time with these ones to get to know them more than you do in the
Mm,
movies. Because you get like their similar character beats in the movies, but sometimes they're just kind of lines of dialogue that are quickly given to you, and they're not fully expanded upon. Well, in this game, you get the full
mm,
story with them. Like in the
I don't know
okay,
about that.
Ernest, in the movie, Rocket's history is briefly mentioned upon. He talks about it a
Uh-huh.
couple times. In
Yeah,
this game, you get basically the full story.
I mean, you don't have to have knowledge of the character's full history to get him.
But I'm trying to explain to you why I like them more. You're asking me why I like them more. I'm telling you why I like them more. Because I get to learn more about them. I get to hear their full stories. I get to see everything about them or hear everything about them, which you don't get to in the movie because there isn't as much time.
Oh, you're the guy who says show don't tell, like a lot of times.
Yes,
But I guess you like being told
I like
to
being told sometimes if the way you tell
sometimes.
if the way Jesus if the way you tell it is cool and interesting, and if I like the story being told to me, then I'll accept it not being shown. But yes, 9 times out of 10, I'd rather it be shown to me.
Mm, all right, but yeah, Rocket, he's pretty neat. A lot out of him. He becomes a little insufferable at a point. Like I want to say for no reason.
Purposefully insufferable.
Yeah,
He
and
definitely
it
is the
kind of seems like
character I
I'm
think they should have held
just
back on some of his dialogue because he talks maybe just a bit too much.
yeah, and I really do want to say like sometimes unjustifiably so,
Yeah,
basically because he disagreed with you
on everything.
and on everything, and then he just becomes kind of a little prick
A little bit.
down the long run.
Yeah, he's quite a prick.
No, little because he's small.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually pretty frustrating seeing that happen. Like Rocket, you're being an idiot, and then Turns out you just have to fucking threaten him, I guess.
Yeah, that was that was in character, but
For Rocket?
that was a little in character for Rocket because Rocket is
I don't.
Rocket would be that kind of person who's just like, I just wanted to see you grow up hair.
That game, the game Rocket.
The game Rocket.
I don't know.
I separated movie from game when it
I mean,
came
I
to
hope so.
this. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I don't know what much inferred that in the game
What?
that he wanted you to grow a pair
Uh,
because Rocket and Quill have a lot of arguments
he
and Quill
he
does
teases Quill a lot.
no, but like Quill does push back.
Yeah.
But you're telling me
But
that
this was the time where he's like, no, I'm standing. Like he put his foot down. I think that's more like what he wanted. He's like, just put your foot down and be sure. Just like actually command me. Like I think that's what Rocket was like kind of trying to get him because he's very kind of not loosey goosey. Like he when he makes a command, they go with it, but he is kind of like loosey goosey almost. It's like yeah, let's do it, right? Let's do it. But that was the one time where he put his foot down and said, "No, we are doing this, and there's no way you're talking me out of it."
hold on, then what do you have to say about the hiding the weapons thing, hiding the
I
tools?
didn't make a decision.
No, but I did. So Rocket does disagree, but at
Yeah,
the end the decision is final.
yeah.
At that point,
I think
you
it
could say
was
that
like
he did put
the
his foot
put.
down.
He had a different tone when he said it, and he didn't pull out a gun.
Oh, he had to be rougher, I
Yeah,
guess.
he had to
Okay.
be rougher. He had to, like, he felt so strongly about that. He put his foot down. I was like, no, fuck you. We're doing this. Like, shut the fuck up, Rocket. Stop being a dick. Let's go do it.
And he pointed his gun at him.
And he
Okay.
pointed his gun at him, and Rocket said, okay.
That's a little fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
But I think for Rocket, that was like, all right, he's serious. All right,
But what
let's
is
do
that
it.
for Quill?
What is that for Quill?
Yeah. He threatened his friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because
I don't know.
he felt really strongly, and Rocket was being a dick and be like, no, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. And Quill just like, okay, if you're gonna get in my way, like
Well, he wasn't.
he
He was
wasn't,
just
but he
not.
was like, if you're not gonna do this, and if you're not gonna listen to me, if this is the only way you're gonna listen to me, guess we're doing it.
Wait, no, but
Because Rocket's a prick.
Quill was confused about that. Like, what? That's it? Okay.
It's like, okay, that's it. I just have to point a gun at you, threaten you, but Rocket's a shit. So
No, he didn't figure that out.
yeah,
The first time, when he did it, and then Rocket was like, okay, cool. Then he was like, what the fuck? That's it?
yeah,
You know what they reminds me of? Optimus Prime in the fourth Transformers movie, where he
that is
threatened Grimlock. He said, "Help me or die."
okay. That's much worse though.
Yeah, I'm comparing them.
But it's much.
How is this one?
It's much. Okay. No, go
Why is
ahead.
this one better? No, because again,
Are you
Quill had no
Are you
idea.
comparing them, or
Basically comparing them
what's your
because
purpose of what's your purpose for comparison to show which one is
um
better?
no, not wishing is better because they're both fucked. Like fucked up to both characters.
Right, but
And Quill.
you're pointing at a character. You're pointing at a non-character, another non-character, telling the other non-character, "I'm going to fucking kill you."
Uh-huh.
So in that case, it's there's nothing. There's like no emotional aspect to that at all. It is just a robot telling another robot to go fuck himself, or I will kill
What?
you. Like I fuck you, I'm killing you if you don't listen to me. But I mean, I
Hmm.
see what your point you're trying to make, but it's I don't think that's a good comparison
Why not?
for everything I just said.
Because it's a robot telling a robot to go kill himself.
No,
To that he's gonna kill him.
no, because it's a non-character telling another non-character, "I'm just going to kill you if you don't listen
A
to me."
non-character.
He's a. You're really gonna tell me Optimus Prime in those movies is a character?
Yes, he's just a bad character.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I was just saying how it's both a fuck scenario because Peter didn't know that doing that would convince Rocket. It's basically I guess inferring that Peter was going to shoot him, and at the point probably kill him. It seems odd. Like I don't think he would have, but based
No,
on
he
what we're
wouldn't have.
seeing,
He wouldn't have shot him. He
what would
would
he
have
have done
kind of
then?
just. Probably would have just let it go.
No, I fucking point your gun at him.
He's trying.
He's trying.
If you're gonna keep questioning me, you're gonna have to go back to the game to get something more concrete. Because now you're just asking me my opinion, my what's the word I'm looking for? My interpretation of it. Because you want a concrete answer, and I'm telling you this is just what I'm inferring from the game.
Oh, it wasn't a. It was a rhetorical question.
A rhetorical question meaning you wouldn't want an answer out of me.
No, it's like he's trying now, like that. Yeah, you said it because I pretty sure you said like it was help me or else, and it's like Quill, what are you doing? Like I'm totally fine with Peter putting his foot down and being rough, not pointing his fucking gun at Rocket. It was just
Still got
very odd.
it got the point
Huh?
across.
Okay, Optimus Prime got the point across with Grimlock too. Doesn't make it right.
I don't know what you just said.
Optimus Prime got the point across with Grimlock. Doesn't make it right though.
Again, that Optimus is not a character. He's just
He
a
is.
murderous prick.
He's just a bad character. I don't understand. Like he sees the character. He's just a really bad character. That's been put put across the ground for many times. In fact, I'll even say that's very consistent with his character to do that at that point. So
Okay,
good job,
Nat.
movie.
Okay, stop.
What?
Stop. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Why?
Defense to Transformers 4. I don't want it. I don't want it in
I'm
this
not
chat.
not defending it. It's consistent because he was trying to killing someone. It's consistent, but it's not good. So yeah, little felt for quote to do that. Little could have definitely gone that a different way. Hello.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Yeah, it's a cool moment for Rocket at that point, but not for Quill. Not so much for Quill because of that. Kind of, actually, no, not kind of. It actually does go against his character at that point. He's threatening his friend, and it's like, ooh, I don't know about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's actually like I don't know if this is a comic thing, but the backstory with Rocket and this what I assume to be other raccoon person experiment.
It wasn't. Yeah, no, it was another raccoon.
Or,
He
another
says that he
experiment.
says it's another raccoon. Yeah.
It's another raccoon.
Yeah, he said it was another raccoon. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
have to
I don't
go
know.
back and hear the dialogue again, but I'm pretty sure he does say it's another raccoon.
I don't know if that is a comic book thing,
I don't
but
know either.
that was pretty neat. I guess learning more about Rocket
Yeah,
because I barely knew fuck all about Rocket. I knew he was an experiment.
but that's
I
all
knew
you
that.
really. That's all you kind of really know if you're going off like movies and
Yeah.
vague other knowledge. But this game definitely does give him flesh him out way more as it does the other Guardians.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because like this game doesn't like super flesh out like Quill. Because you are gonna get as much as you know about him as you would say the movie. Because Quill is the main character of the movie and he's the main character of the game. But when it comes to the rest of the Guardians, you do get a lot
Well,
more with them in terms of like
it's
fleshing
pretty.
them out and a lot
I
of
I I'd
understanding.
actually say it's pretty different
It's
between
different. It's
both
different.
movie and game for both
Yeah,
Peters. Very different actually.
yeah. Quill's. Uh, I do know from reading a bit of some of the comics. I had a Guardians comic. Um, this version of Quill is actually way more representative how he is in the comics in terms of his
Really?
backstory. Yep. In the
Oh, okay.
movie, his backstory is completely different.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. No, like from the comics. I
I
mean,
can tell.
from the
No,
comics.
no,
It's yeah.
I was gonna say I can tell because of the elemental guns.
Yep. The elemental guns. He's royal. He's royalty, not the son of a planet. He's royalty.
That I do know too.
Yeah. And we do actually. I think in the comic we do get plenty of information of his planet. But I think in the game it's different that he actually knows already. So I think in the comic he doesn't know.
Hmm.
He's just kind of abducted by, I think, Yondu.
I have to like look at a video
Yeah,
history of Star
I
Lord
would have to
things like
go through
that.
like a history of Star Lord kind of video. But that's also his modern storyline. I think his old one,
Yeah, I
his
am more
original
interested in
comics
his.
run is different.
It looks kind of silly.
Yeah,
Look at that fucking costume.
yeah.
Which the game has some pretty neat cosmetics, I'd say. You know,
Some are better. Some are not. All are created equal.
not all are great. Like I
Not
think
all.
Groot
Groot
has
has the
like
worst of it,
he has the worst ones. Not only that, they all kind of look the same.
dude. The movie skin and then the one that's supposed to be Game Groot but naked is the exact same.
Yeah,
It's the exact same.
the one I kept on was the horned one.
I kept
He
the
had like a
movie skin on.
spike. I didn't like the movie skin. How it looked in there.
Yeah. Movie skin for. I kept movie skin for Rocket if I wasn't using the one with the tux.
Well, I fucking love the ones. I
Yeah.
wish they all had like tux ones, but I don't know. It's probably like comic relevance.
Yeah, it's. I think
So,
they specifically picked like comics ones that were kind of like cool for the character in the game.
so I don't know if there is a point in the game in the comics where
Was it?
Peter, Star Lord, uh, Gamora, Drax, and Groot had
Tuxes?
tuxedos. Yeah,
I don't even think.
I wish there was because it was cool.
Yeah, I haven't gone through. I do know that Gamora, Drax, and Star Lord have those Horsemen of the Apocalypse skins,
Yeah,
which
well,
are
so does
really cool,
Groot.
but
I think
they break cutscenes.
they do. I
I have
didn't
to
use them.
say, I used the one for Gamora, and then the cutscene where she, you know, has like her argument with Peter on nowhere, and she gets all sad because of her history with Thanos, and she tells like that she killed her own sister, she killed Nebula,
Yeah,
and that skin was on, and I was like, oh, this is kind of hurting the cutscene a bit.
it was right in my eyes. Hell.
But yeah, I like that scene a
Uh,
lot.
I like most. I think I like Gamora's outfits the most out of everybody else.
Yeah, she got
She
the
had
best ones. Yeah.
yeah, she had the movie one.
Drax
It's
was
cool.
is a runner up in that. Drax had some
Drax
really
is
good ones.
okay.
Drax had some good ones.
I wasn't impressed with many of them. I kept the one Harkarian. Is that his species name?
Uh, Cartathian,
Cartakian. Yeah, I
Tathian,
got that one.
Tathian,
Tathian?
Tathian, not Tachian. Cartathian,
Cartathian.
Tathian,
Say again.
Cartathian,
Carthathian. Oh, Carfathian. Oh, there we
Tathian,
go.
Tathian,
Tathian.
Tathian,
Tathian.
Tathian,
Tathian. Oh, there we go. Cartathian. There we go.
Cartathian. Yeah, there you go.
It sounds different. It sounds like you're saying F in the end. But yeah, I got that
Drax is
outfit.
canonically a high school graduate. Uh,
That's what I feel like the most. The one for his people. That one.
yeah, I use that one.
Fucking the UFC one was stupid.
UFC. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
not.
it's him just wearing a combat thing with the wrist with tape, the wrist tape.
Huh.
Because I knew it was UFC because of who guess who one of the writers is. Oh, CM Punk, got you. And then I knew. Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah, I have. No idea.
Rocket just has the
Apparently,
best outfit with a tuxedo. It's
apparently,
just the best.
Drax in the comics is from Earth.
What?
I'm confused.
I don't believe you.
No, that's what it says he is.
Which Drax?
Drax.
Okay, which comic book Drax?
Drax. Just in general.
Drax is not from Earth. I don't believe that. I think they're lying to you.
That's what this is telling me. His name is
What's
Arthur
this?
Douglas. The Marvel database. He is he is in fact Drax the Destroyer.
Hmm.
I don't know. That could just be current. But it sure is it sure is telling me that Drax is from Burbank, California. I don't know.
Let me search up Drax first
I
appearance.
I I I also looked up Drax first appearance.
Uh, he says he looks like an Iron Man person. Oh wait, because he did
In-story
appear in Iron
information,
Man.
alter ego, Arthur Sampson Douglas. Human mutate. Place of origin, Burbank, California.
Oh, so it's probably just the first one, and they're just giving you first one image. First
No,
one information.
no. It gave me current. Yeah, wow. No, he's just
This is Drax the Destroyer. Oh my god.
Drax. In fact, is from California.
Hmm.
I Okay. He comes from the Cancerverse. I I can't read comics, man. This shit's too weird. I can't do this. Give me my reverse comic books. Manga.
Ray, black and white comic, reverse black and white comic. Yeah.
We should probably talk about combat.
You mean gameplay?
In overall
Yeah, there we go.
gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the bread and butter of the game. So
The combat is the bread and butter.
yeah,
But yeah, the general gameplay is just kind of it's an adventure game. Like I really don't know what else. It's pretty linear, pretty simple.
action
You
adventure.
can go around and get some collectibles. You make some character decisions.
Try not to miss them.
A pop up comes up. You pick which dialogue option you want, and you say the thing. Combat is the most interesting part of the game in terms of general gameplay.
Once again, try not to miss the collectibles.
Yeah, try not to miss the collectibles. They're really not that hard to find. You will run into them at some point in the game. You just will. It's going to happen.
Did you did find the movie Gamora one?
I didn't.
Oh.
I'll
Okay,
have to-
so take that back.
I said you will run into them at some point.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Shouldn't you say you might though? You might run into them at some point. Because you might miss some of them if you're not looking hard enough.
Okay. You might miss them.
I already said it. Too bad, too late.
So look.
Just look hard, use your visor, look through enough holes. That sounded wrong. But yeah, you'll find the collectibles, maybe. I fucking missed one because that stupid drone was chasing me, and then I I couldn't get to the top part where it had something inside. It was probably a new costume, and I couldn't get it. So I want to go back and do it again.
Yeah. I had one where I had to like walk through like a walkway that was like the shimmy, and then it wouldn't let me go all the way. I had to like I would go all the way out, move forward, and then it just send me right back. Like the game wouldn't let me go forward.
Oh,
Yeah, and so I gave up on it.
ooh, get ruined.
Yeah. The game literally took control of my character when I tried to go forward.
Do you want to play the game? No, you can't.
No, not allowed.
Anyway, combat.
Combat is great. It's
Combat
not
is pretty
super.
good.
It's no. It's not like super in depth. It's pretty simple. Some enemies have elemental weaknesses. You can't always get all of them because you can't go back to certain areas. And when you do New Game Plus, you reset all of your progression on the element gun, so you are not
It is definitely
allowed to go
uh
back and do elemental things on enemies you
yeah, I'll
struggled on a
say
little bit earlier.
out of um a lot of superhero games with combat, I
This is
think
the
Guardians
most
might
unique combat
yeah,
for
but it also might be
game.
the easiest to pick up too.
Easiest pick to pick up. At first, when you first try it, it's like, okay, this is a lot. This is a lot you're getting thrown at. But once you get into it, the flow is it's so like you just get it, and so at a certain point, it just essentially becomes second nature. You're just kind of
Mhm.
constantly opening up the menu to command things.
I'll give a little hot take, but I think this combat in this Guardians game is better than the one in the Spider-Man game. It is neat a hot take, but
It's a mild take.
hmm?
It's a mild take. It's a
Okay,
it's a room temperature take.
all right.
It's really not that hot of a take. Um, I could definitely see myself feeling much more interactive in a fight in Guardians than in Spider-Man. Um,
Yeah,
there's way more I'm paying attention to in Guardians than I am in Spider-Man. But these
but
are two very different types of games that
yeah,
are
the
made to
issue
be.
coming down.
Yeah, it's there's there's two different objectives here, and Guardians is definitely going for something more hectic than Spider-Man is.
Yeah, but yeah, and an issue being not really issue, but just something that could have been considered was um challenges
How do you
like
mean?
combat
Like,
challenges.
oh, combat challenges. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
something
stuff like
to
there are combat challenges, but they're just called achievements.
yeah, something to really get you into it. And
I actually
Spider-Man,
found myself trying to go for achievements a lot in Guardians.
yeah,
Found myself like actively trying to do certain things because on Steam when you play the game, it actually gives you a counter for how every time you do something that would give you the achievement. So, like if you have to do like 15 of this move and kill enemies with this move, the Steam will give you a. We played this on PC, by the way. I don't think we mentioned that, but if you're playing this on like PS4 or Xbox, it's
fucking luck, buddy.
not gonna give you that. I think PS5 does though, and I think Xbox Series X does.
Not just have fun playing that game on the PS4.
Just have fun playing on PS4 though. I'm scared to even look at PS4 gameplay for Guardians. That is probably unfortunate. Yeah.
It's like Black Ops 3 on the PS3. Imagine.
It can't be that bad, right? Because Black Ops 3 on the PS3 was a travesty.
And then we see it. Oh my god!
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, I I I had an issue with the game at first because I thought it didn't do this, but playability given for combat sections, Spider-Man does have this.
Yeah, they have challenges. Everything, almost like most combat encounters, you're going to have a gameplay challenge.
And you can replay them
And you can
just
replay them
to
to get the challenges.
Guardians doesn't have this where you can
No.
be like in this dropped in this map and fight against
I think though
enemies.
to do something like that, you would have to change the style of play. The game would have to change to something a little less linear,
A little less linear.
a little less linear. Because something like
No,
challenges would offer replayability, but if it's still a linear game where you can't go back and do these combat
I
challenges
think it,
again,
I
then
was gonna say I think it can be as easy as the Arkham games where you have
general
you know
challenges to complete.
challenges, not challenge, yeah, those just maps for stuff like I enjoyed spaceship battles. I
Mm.
wish there could be more of them. So if you could like put out levels in the main menu where you can, you know, put challenges out there.
Did the Milano feel a little like slidey to you when you controlled it? Like where
Yeah,
it
sometimes.
wasn't going exactly where you wanted it to go. Um, I
I don't know
felt that a
about
little
that.
bit when you were aiming in combat. It definitely felt like it's not really going. I have to like really pull it, and I mean that's fine,
I thought
but
it was just a slow.
it was just a little slow, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't super into it when I initially thought, oh wait, no, this is gonna be really cool. There also aren't. There's like what 3 Milano flight sections in the game, and one of them
Yeah.
feels super tacked on.
The one where you fight the fucking guy,
Yeah,
whose name I forget. Yeah, that one. I don't
yeah,
understand that one.
that one was just there to have an extra flight section.
Yeah.
That was super tacked on.
The first one's still the best one.
Oh yeah, the escaping
The
from
best fight section.
from
That's
the
actually really
yeah,
it's
from the
funny.
quarantine zone. Yeah,
Yeah. Put the man on some tunes.
get the
And
man some
then
tunes.
what played for you?
I don't remember. I think
I
Iran.
got oh same. Oh, so it's just the same for everybody, I
Yeah, I
guess.
think it's just the same. I think Iran just plays there.
On my
I do love the
ride.
details in combat where characters will comment on the music that's playing.
Yeah.
I I, I only ever saw that once, but because I was playing a combat encounter and Call Me started playing, and both Drax and Gamora commented on how much they liked Blondie,
Hmm.
which that just seems right for Gamora to be a Blondie fan. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's only
But
right.
my but yeah, if the game whenever there's a way to do that, maybe it can be an update. I think I don't think they'll commit to that.
I don't think
If
this
they
game's gonna have DLC, which is fine,
not
but this would
DLC, it's
be.
just
I would
just
love an
talking about
expansion
updates.
pack for this. I wouldn't
Sure.
mind an expansion pack on this game. If they wanted to make it, I'd get it. I'll pay for it.
Yeah. But like it's just maybe they probably want you to pay for it, but
Yeah.
an update where you can like replay sections,
Yeah.
levels, and whatnot.
Just a
Because
mission.
sometimes,
Because
yeah,
I think the
yeah,
perfect way to do this, like a linear action game, would be how Final Fantasy VII Remake does it. When you beat the game, you get chapter select, and you can go back and replay any chapter you want, and essentially replay combat encounters,
yeah.
or
No,
you can just go through the game again.
I'm just talking about combat encounters because if I'm gonna play a game, I'm just gonna play it from the start. Usually that'll be the case, unless
Yeah.
it's like a section that I really just want to do
Or
again.
unless it's like specific challenges you need to do to get achievements or trophies.
Maybe.
That's like super helpful for remake. If you wanted to platinum the game, you would need to go back and do some of those missions, specific chapters again.
Yeah, but man, I'm just thinking about it right now. There could be like this computer in the Milano that you press a button and you can just do some mock battles where there are a
Oh,
lot of
you
enemies that
mean like Avengers does with the training tower? The training section of the helicarrier where you go to a button and then you can just do combat encounters? Yeah, that?
I guess that I didn't know that was a thing in that game, but
Yeah, it is.
oh, good,
It
good
sure
in
is
that game then.
repetitive and boring, even though the
Oh,
combat in that game is kind of fun.
well, I guess it's not that fun if it gets repetitive and boring. Oh,
It gets repetitive because just of how the game is laid out. But in this
oh, I
game,
guess it's not that fun.
it wouldn't get as repetitive. But
Well, I
it
assume
definitely
Guardians.
the danger there is that danger of becoming repetitive.
I assume Guardians has way more enemy types that allow you to avoid repetitiveness. I
Guardians,
assume, yeah, more than the Avengers game. I
I
assume.
felt the alien creatures were way more. had way more variety to them than the standard like people
Really?
enemies you fight. Yeah, no, the creatures, a lot of the creatures you fight are really like
No,
there's
I
a bit
know
of a
that.
variety there. I liked fighting
Hold
those.
on. Hold on. I don't think I can even make it to count with my fingers on what you fight in that game. You fight these these fucking glob things
Hmm.
in the beginning. These weird fluffy, I don't know what the fuck they were. And then you fight jelly. That jelly that you have to shoot ice at. Then you fight this demogorgon thing that
Hmm.
shoots that freezes you. You fight fuck, I'm putting it
You
already.
fight like
There's just so
Yeti.
much.
You fight like Yeti dudes,
Yeah, you
plants,
fight
and
Yeti dudes. You fight giant plants.
yeah, you fight
You fight
tons of shit.
there's a ton of shit to fight in that
And
game.
creature
And I
wise, but like normal, like I guess like normal enemy types. There's a bit of variety, but it's
that
not
game
stuff
has
that
a
like
lot of
immediately
variety.
jumps at you. It's like
Because here's what you got. You got snipers. You got a bunch of brawlers. You got guys that shoot you. You got these big guys with shields. You got
I didn't
big guys
really.
with shields,
Oh,
and you got
yeah.
guys with,
Oh, you
yeah,
mean
big guys with
the guys
shields.
who waste all my element percentage that I have to wait
Yeah,
to recharge again?
the guys that shoot mines at you. Those things. You got guys with force fields.
Hmm.
That's only Nova Corps stuff. And
That's
then you
Nova
got
Core. Yeah.
yeah. Then you got the priest people, which some of them go on the same way, but you got they got those guys that revive the people,
Yeah.
and they got those fucking giant robots.
Those were fun. I always liked fighting those.
Those weren't these fun.
Yeah. The guys that would revive were just total bullet sponges. I hated fighting those things because they would always just waste my element gun, and then
I
I
hate
just
it
kind
when
of
there
have to
were like
wait.
I hate it when there were like three of them. Like, fuck,
Yeah,
are you
when there
kidding
was
me?
like three of them, I was like, oh, come on.
Oh, like, oh god damn it!
It's like, okay, I guess I just can't use element damage on anyone else. I just have to focus on them because they'll just keep reviving,
I
and
always
then
just
I'm
had
here
Drax stun
forever.
them.
Yeah. I also felt if I could pick at any problems with the combat, I did find myself repeatedly using the same abilities because they are just that good. Like every ability has a use, but some of them I definitely felt like I was using way more than others. Like
Oh, I definitely.
as soon as I got Groot's healing ability, I was like, you're always just gonna heal.
Oh, I never really had to heal that much because the enemies drop health packs like
No,
crazy.
no, for the
So,
rest of it heals everyone.
oh, I know that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, again,
that's just a
I never
useful thing to have.
I never feel the need to do that.
I always used it. Just as like a safety. Like it was like, no,
Safety.
no, just heal everyone.
We were playing on normal though.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There's still challenge.
Oh,
Normal does not immediately mean no challenge.
I well,
For you, it
oh, yeah.
does, but
Oh, thank you.
because you're a fucking masochist who
Well,
refuses to play a game on
well,
normal.
it wasn't that hard. It really was for bicycles because I wanted a bit of a challenge, and turns out that it was fairly challenging. Died a few times. A
I
few
also
times.
died a few times.
Oh man,
A
I don't want
couple
to
of them were
bet.
definitely to just bugs.
Oh,
I got a few bugs. I know you told me you didn't get too many. I got a lot of like audio
didn't get too many.
glitches. I got a lot of audio
Thing,
glitches and
yeah,
general bugs in combat. I got stuck in a lot of things. I fell through a few things.
there are like two things that bothered
I
me,
fell through the
and
floor a couple
uh,
times. Yeah.
I didn't fall to the floor, but I did fall off the map. Not off the map. I just fell off the arena that I was
Yeah.
fighting. Sometimes I'm like,
No,
oh,
I straight up like fell through the map one time. Eric saw it.
yeah.
I was like, shit, I think I just fell through the map. Yeah. The game's
Uh,
not 100% polished, but
I don't
at a certain
think.
point it didn't bother me. Spider-Man had a lot of bugs and stuff. So I'm not I love bugs and glitches, like fun things like that. But that's just a good thing to laugh at for me. If it's like ruining the experience of the game, then it's a problem. But if it's just like a fun, like when I in Spider Man, I threw one of the mine things in one of the
Yeah,
MJ sections, and then the guy happened to walk in front of the car as it was coming, and he just ragdolled in the air and died.
yeah.
That was just, fun stuff like that is just really funny.
Not that.
I love that kind
But
of stuff.
more on the combat. The game has a combo meter, more similar to Devil May Cry.
It's actually
Um,
not really a combo meter. I found out. That
Style
actually
meter.
that actually is your what's it called?
Damage meter? I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no. It's shit. What is it called?
It's, does it
Momentum.
get more XP?
That's your momentum meter.
Ah,
So you want to keep the momentum up, but I know where you're gonna go with this, and it's still valid.
yeah. This is really easy to get, and you don't get punished
You're not punished for getting
by,
hit at all.
yeah, your momentum doesn't really stop.
Your physical momentum, by how much you're moving, definitely
Yeah.
stops, but what the game calls momentum doesn't is not affected by it at all.
hmm it's a little, I guess, disappointing and boring at that point because I'm not encouraged to do a lot much better if
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get punished for it.
Yeah, with it's definitely like it's not going for DMC,
No.
but it sure does make me think it's going for DMC.
Yeah.
Which makes me think, okay, if I get hit, I'm just gonna lose. So I gotta keep. I think this could be easily fixed by having the gamer rate judge you at the end of a combat encounter.
Yeah.
Because nothing is a bigger motivator in a video game than getting judged for your performance.
hmm
Like, there's a reason why people refuse to play Wolfenstein on easy because the game calls you a dumb baby bitch. No
Yeah.
one wants to be judged. So
I want to be judged. I just want to do better when I'm judged.
I don't mind.
I want to get to comp.
I don't mind like style rankings and stuff like that. Like that's just a big motivator. But it has the motivation has to be worthwhile. Like
I
not the
care a lot
motivation,
about
the prize has to be worthwhile. Like getting that S rank is super cool. Hearing more of the music is super cool.
getting that 100 combo and outcome, whatever is great.
Yeah, stuff like that. That stuff is really fun to do. Even Spider-Man has this with the combo meter.
Yeah.
Or no, not the combo meter, but the combat counter. The combo counter. You get an achievement for getting 100 combos in that game.
And the game told me you can stop there. No, I'm gonna get to 100
It's
to
like, no,
200, and
I'm
it
gonna
did.
get to 100. And the game goes,
And then
okay, you want to go
and then
more? And I was like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
got to
Let's
200.
try.
I think that's my highest one, 200, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, I think I got to like 150 in Spider-Man.
And then it's like, oh, the amount of enemies. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, it was another one. I was like, fuck, everyone's dead.
Um. Then there's the what? There's something here to this. Movement feels nice.
In combat,
Yeah,
yeah, it's really smooth.
pretty smooth. Nothing really gets in your way all that much. And I was afraid that the game was just gonna be shooting, but you can punch people. It's
Yeah,
pretty neat. And this game is very stylish, even if it's not like Devil May Cry stylish.
yeah.
Like you can do some.
Team combos and team finishers are really fun to do.
hmm
And auto combos, as they call it.
I love the shit that Starlord does. He super kicks someone, does a drop kick, does a
Yeah.
fucking big ass Superman
I do
punch.
think it's really funny how he can just do an Arkham like rapid punch
Yeah,
with his guns, and it's so satisfying to just stun one of the fucking big enemies and just punch them until they die because they're stun locked.
like he does a Shoryuken. It's great,
Mm-hmm.
and he headbutt people. Just
Yeah,
headbutt.
he's
And then
scrappy.
there's
He's scrappy.
I know we mentioned it, but it's like the best part of the game being the huddle mechanic.
Oh, the huddle is so good. I could
It's
do
so
that forever,
good.
even if I ended up getting a lot of repeat dialogue.
Yeah,
Like I'd say after like maybe like 6 hours of playing the game and doing the combat and getting a bunch of huddles, you'll see everything, every conversation you can have in the huddle.
yeah, I do like that. It's not always we're losing. What do we do? It's like, yeah, we're
Yeah,
fucking winning. Let's do this shit, bro.
yeah. It's
And then
not.
Starlo has
It's
yeah,
either winning or you're losing. It's one of the
or
two.
yeah,
It's
and,
weird when you start a fight and then you get a huddle and you get a huddle when you start a fight, and the game goes, oh, we're losing. These guys are really tough. I'm like, I just
it's happened to
started.
you.
Yeah,
It hasn't happened to me yet.
it happened to
It's
me.
because I always save my huddle for like the end. But there were moments where I pressed the wrong fucking button and then got a huddle on accident. I'm like, oh, they have to restart now.
Yeah, I've done that on accident.
I want to save it, and I restarted the fucking thing, and I did like 3 times in a row. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna use it. I don't care.
It's like just do
Thank
it.
me.
Just like do it.
Just gonna fucking do it. I don't care.
Did you play it on a controller or keyboard and mouse?
I put it in the controller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, it works really good on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Works
But
really
I
good.
wasn't gonna dedicate my time to that, so no.
Yeah.
I'm good.
The only thing was occasionally going to the numbered keys to switch your element. I think is that just D-pad on
I
controller
believe it
to
is.
switch
I
your
believe it
element?
is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is left bumper Guardians mode, or is it L2? Or left trigger, I should say. Left trigger.
It's LB, I believe.
Okay, so
You hold it.
left bumper. Okay.
Yeah, you hold the LB left
Yeah.
bumper, and then you you do the thing.
Press the face buttons.
Mhm.
Okay.
But oh man, have you gotten into the Guardians ultimate moves?
We
Like
mentioned Groot's. The
yeah,
ultimate moves are the
like
best.
fucking Rocket's ultra mega insane, ultra mega super insane Super Saiyan gun.
Yeah, I use it every
Yeah,
time.
which is straight up,
It's broken.
it is.
It kills
But
everything.
you know what they reminded me of?
Go for it.
MVC3.
Oh, that's his level 3, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has something like
That's
that,
his level
exactly like
3.
that.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, that's from the comics?
I don't know, but I'm
Maybe.
now realizing Gamora's ultimate is also kind of just her MVC super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, she's in.
Well, Infinite. She's an MVC. She's an Infinite.
Oh, I
Yeah.
fucking forgot.
But it's also kind of Strider's super. If you remember Strider's super.
Yeah. I won't lie though, I did
Gamora
forget
just kind of it.
Drax.
Gamora is kind of just.
Drillmore is just
Oh,
Strider.
Draxus sucks.
I kind of forgot what it was.
He
'Cause
grabs someone and
Oh
throws them and
yeah.
does like a little
It's
bit of stun.
I guess
It's
because he can grab anybody. I
Well, he
guess
can
that's the
grab them
idea.
and put them in the air, and then it gives you like plenty of opportunity to shoot,
Hmm.
and then use other abilities. So you can do more stun damage in tandem, but it's as a move on its own, it's not super useful.
Yeah.
I would much rather use any of Drax's
Probably.
abilities.
Well, luckily you can use them both.
You can use them all.
Like you can do the ultimate and then do
Yeah.
the simple ones, which is neat.
Yeah.
Peter has a useful one. It's just him using an overshield.
Yeah, he
Basically.
gets iframes. Because with an
What?
overshield, you still take shield damage in with his super. He literally gets iframes.
Hmm.
He just goes invincible for a little bit, and then he's back to taking hits.
Yeah. I found myself using his grenade move more than anything else because it did a lot of damage.
Oh, his spin move. I
Yeah.
actually ended up using. I initially used a lot of his boots, and then I started using his fully auto. And then I started
Like
using
fully auto.
overshield.
I like the fully auto.
Yeah.
It's just leaves you exposed. You kind of want to do
It
it.
leaves you so exposed. But if
Yeah,
you
you
use
kind
it
of
in
want to do it
tandem, if you
in
use
the
it in
end.
tandem with stuff, it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But his overshield I ended up using all the time.
Yeah. I'd say overall, out of all the Guardians, Rocket has the best moves.
All of his abilities are useful, except for his level 3.
What's that one again?
He just kind of blinds everybody and does some stun.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
useful.
it's useful, but it's kind
It's
of
no grenade.
situational. It's kind
It's no grenade.
situational. His grenade is stupid good.
Yeah.
His second ability where he traps everybody in air, that's insanely good.
Yeah.
Gamora just has pretty good abilities all around.
Yeah.
Gamoras are all really good. Groot's, two of them feel like they do the same thing.
Well, one of them is for big guys.
One of them is for big guys. One of them is for multiple enemies, and then one of them is just spikes.
Drag is definitely useful. He just doesn't do a lot of damage to all the enemies. Like
But he
it's
does a lot
usually
of
just one
stun,
guy.
and stun is super important.
That is very good.
For me, it's like, yeah, he doesn't do a lot of like damage, but his stun, how much he does, is
Yeah.
invaluable. Like
I
you
mean, no, he
always
just
want to
no.
be doing the
He
shit with stun.
literally he just stuns them. It's neat, but he doesn't do it to a lot of enemies. There's no
He
wide
has
damage.
his charge move.
Yeah, his charge, but you have to hope the enemies are huddled up.
Yeah.
They usually are.
Overall, I think Gamora is probably the most consistent with moves because all of them are good and have a purpose.
Yeah.
Even if they kind of all do the same thing. Like one of them, she does a shit ton of damage. One of them, she does a lot of damage in one spot, and one she does multiple like hits. And I forget what the other one does.
Like the same thing.
The same thing. She does a lot of
It's just
slashing.
she just uses her sword,
Yep.
which is fine because
Yeah.
it's useful. But out of creativity and just pure awesomeness, I gotta give it to Rocket.
Yeah. No, Rocket has some good moves.
The fucking ultimate is insane.
Yeah, his ultimate is really good.
How do you feel about the suits in the end?
Oh, the armoreds, the gold suits, the
Yeah,
Tony Stark
I like
suits.
them. Yeah, I like them. It's just
Uh,
that they're came out of nowhere.
yeah, they came out of nowhere.
In the description, it said, Rocket was built these sweet ass suits for us, but
Yeah.
when did he ever say this?
I think he says he has something like right before it happens, but it's so like off the like it's so random. It has like
Yeah.
it doesn't entail you at all. It's the fact that he's making you super cool team suits.
Mhm.
But there is like some lore connotations that uh, Quill did try to make uniforms for the Guardians, but it just didn't work out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there they are.
Yep.
I do wish that in terms of cosmetics, they had more matching outfits because they don't all have it.
Yeah.
Like I wish they all had their 2008 design.
Yeah.
Star-Lord has his. Gamora kinda has hers. It's really very
Drax
different, but
has
not
hers.
Drax. Well,
His, sorry, Drax has his.
does he?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, it's the main in-game one, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Like even the markets are different too.
Yeah.
So there's that. Man, I would have liked Gamora's outfit a lot too, but that's fine. But Rocket, he has the fucking bobblehead. Yeah, he has a helmet.
Mm.
Yeah, those would have been neat outfits to have. But I noticed that Rocket also just has outfits. Like he doesn't have
Yeah, he doesn't have like costumes. He has outfits.
yeah. Same with Peter, except the his 80s one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gamora, she changes a little bit sometimes. Like some of her costumes do give her
Different
different
looks. Yeah.
designs. Yeah. And Groot, we know Groot. Yeah.
Yeah, Gertz are unfortunate. But it does leave plenty of opportunity on the table to do different things.
Oh, yeah. I if they make a second game, I hope they do.
I would love if they got like creative and did weird shit. Like if they gave Star Lord one that makes him look like a Lego.
Oh yeah.
Like
Go nuts.
it would break every cutscene, but I'd love it.
Hollywood.
That'd just be hilarious.
Mhm.
You'd have it's a dev's nightmare because they have to render everything separately and make the costume work. But it's I don't care, do it.
It's like Ghost Spider in Spider-Man
Yeah,
when you have
cool
that
shit like
costume on,
that.
but like worse.
Yeah, it's like this is the
Like,
worst for cutscenes and story, but this is really fun.
oh, it's so hideous, kill it. Oh god,
I have not
what'll be
seen
done?
cutscenes with that costume. Does the skull move?
I think it does, man.
That's great.
It's just so weird. He's shoeless. He's basically naked and stuff.
Mhm.
And then it's like the fire in the back. Oh god, it might be worse than him wearing the underwear because he said some weird abominous thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I would love if they just did weird shit like that.
yeah.
More of like the Age of Apocalypse kind of like skins or costumes. That's
Oh,
do more
yeah.
of that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of there's a lot of costumes too. So,
yeah.
which
Mhm.
issue being with it being really linear, I'm not sure that those costumes were put in appropriately because it's a very linear game.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
it's
go back to
very
play it.
off the beaten path. It's
Yeah.
some of them are like I found one on Nowhere that was so off the beaten path. It was like I really had to do like a side quest to get here. I do like that the game has the character's question as to why you're going there, and
Yeah.
Peter has to come up with like the worst excuse as to why.
Yeah. He never tells them why. There could be something in here. He never says that. Not really.
No, he does. He does
Me-
in many
Barely.
places. He does like, yeah, there might be something here. You never know. It's like, oh, I'm just surveying.
How would you fucking follow me, assholes? Yes.
Rocket. I need you specifically.
Want me to crawl to the vent? Yeah. No. Yes. No. There could be good stuff in there. Okay.
And it's the worst when you do all that for just like components.
Oh, I got a fucking piece of tool.
Cool.
Oh, that's neat. That's
Cool. I
cool.
got
Nice.
lore. Like, all right.
Oh,
It's the most fun when you get the guardian items or the skins.
I wish games did especially superhero games. You know what I wish they did? Um, I wish they gave you a little bit of like Ultimate Alliance used to do this. It was a pretty cool game. By the way, play that game if you can, where you can collect like some comic book concept and whatnot.
Mm, I miss when comic book games used to do that.
Yeah, it
Get
was so fucking
comic book covers and stuff like that.
yeah. Maybe like even read some stuff too.
Hmm.
Like it was so fucking cool.
Yeah, no, I think that even
Like
what was the last superhero game that did that? What, Arkham Asylum?
I didn't know Arkham City even did that. I don't know.
I don't even think it does.
I recall
Probably,
Ultimate Alliance 2, I think.
and yeah, that might actually be it. That might
That
be the
came out in
last time it
2000.
happened.
Yeah,
Because I don't even think
because
no Captain America Super Soldier didn't have that.
because that game, Ultimate Alliance, 1 and 2 are very comic booky.
Hmm.
So I guess it's a perfect for them to do it. But man, if games did more, it'd be neat.
You know, collecting like comic book covers is super fun in those games.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I know that will kind of Mrs. Spider-Man had you collecting comic books that fly out in the air, but I don't think you really
oh,
read comic books. I don't remember
you could
what
look at
the
them. You could look at the art. I think.
yeah. Yeah, do that. Do more of that.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I'm trying to think. There was another game that let you do that recently. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
Because I know
sure that
in
may.
Capcom Fighters you can always collect concept art and character art and look at them.
Oh, that's always great.
Most fighting games I think let you do that.
I think Capcom just does that a lot too.
Capcom
Like
does
Devil
it
May
all the
Cry.
time.
Yeah, Devil May
Yeah,
Cry has
Capcom
concept
does it
art.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think games should just do this
Cap.
all often.
Yeah, often they should just do this. Oh, I love collecting concept art in games.
Hmm.
Um, I miss when games like used to collect music tracks.
Yeah.
Persona 5 Royal lets you do this now, and that's a part of that
Yeah,
game I really
boy.
like.
Thieves Palace is the best. Say what? No, Thieves Den. That's what it's
Oh,
called. The
Thieves
Thieves
Den.
Den.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever in that game ever. I'm glad they put that in the game.
Uh,
Do more of this, games.
Guardians does give you like character bios and like lore to collect,
Yeah.
but nothing, nothing to add replay value really. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
unless you missed a few costumes, there's really no reason to play the game again when you beat it
Yeah.
once.
Costumes. They give you very vague explanations of what they are. They tell you where they came from,
The
but
characters have a comment
yeah,
on that costume.
yeah, it's just comments.
Yeah.
But I recall a little game called Shattered Dimensions, where when you got a costume, they have like a whole fucking they have like paragraphs of information
Mhm.
on the costume
I
and
do
that
like that the game tells
Spider-Man.
you who designed the costume and where it came from.
Yeah, that's I mean that's basic. That's basic, I think. Like
Yeah, but
that's
not every game
something you
does
should
that.
do.
Not every game does
Really?
that. Yeah. You would think so, but not even like
Yeah.
Spider-Man does that.
I did notice that in Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure Arkham doesn't do this either, because their costume thing is a lot more complicated. I
It's
believe
DLC, isn't it?
it is DLC.
Yeah, it's DLC.
As you don't unlock costumes, you
You
just
don't
fucking get
unlock
the
them; you
DLC,
buy them.
which is really annoying, mind you.
They should be free.
It should be.
Like
At least some, not
expansions, I
all.
totally get, but the
Like
costumes
you
they
don't
should be
like.
collectibles in the game.
Yeah, you don't unlock stuff in the game.
And some of the even if they were like 99 cents per costume, that's fine.
Yeah,
But they're like $5 a piece.
it depends on what you get. I think
Yeah, it depends. Some of them are priced higher than others, and it doesn't make
like
any
the Adam
sense.
West thing. It's just a whole map, the Batmobile, the costume, and
But then the BVS one is free.
yeah,
I don't get it.
one thing that had a map. So
Yeah.
probably I mean, it did have maps dedicated to it, just not maps that are from the movie.
How did that movie
Well,
come out a year after that game?
before.
Hmm?
Wait,
No,
before. Yeah,
Arkham Knight came out a year before Batman vs Superman.
yeah,
That's so weird to me. That game
yeah.
feels like it came out years before Batman vs Superman.
Arkham Knight's aged well compared to a lot of superhero games, but yeah, I
You're
really
also,
wish that
a Batman Knight. You also are an Arkham Knight dick sucker.
I believe I am. But it is true. It did age very well. Like you could totally think that it is a game that came out today from playing it.
Yeah.
It looks good, plays well, and it's a whole beast. It's like Metal Gear Solid 5. It is also a beast today. But yeah, I really wish more comic book games dedicated knowledge to some of the costumes, like older games did. Always do this. I don't understand why you didn't do this.
Yeah.
It is neat. It lets people know more about it.
Yeah,
Like I don't
without
know.
having to do a Google search.
Yeah, did someone complain about this being a thing? Like, oh, or
I
it's just
don't
too
know.
much work.
It could just be one of those things where it's it's like if it's not integral to the game, you don't need to put it in.
Oh, no, it's a
But
little thing
it's just an extra thing.
that'd be pretty neat to have. It
Yeah.
has a lot of charm. At the time, terrible fucking game, but it did that too, and it was pretty neat. I always come back to that game to check the costumes, check history about the costumes, the characters that wore the costumes, and yeah, this is the thing. Going back to a better time when games were a lot simpler, but really,
I mean, that's kind of what this game does. It feels like a game that came out 10 years ago, but in a good way.
yeah,
It feels like
missing some of the charm,
yeah,
admittedly.
it's got plenty of charm, but yeah, it feels like a game I could have played when I was younger, when I was back playing just only licensed games and wasn't playing anything else.
Well, luckily, I'm sure they'll stop making licensed games. Maybe
I
it's
mean,
off
they still
movies.
do. They still make licensed games, but you know what I mean. Yeah, tie-in
Mm.
games. I should have said tie-in games,
Ah,
not licensed. Because there's always going to be licensed games, but tie-in games are specifically what I mean. Movie tie-ins, TV show tie-ins, cartoon
oh my god,
tie-ins. So many in the PS2, Xbox era. So many.
so many.
So many. They slowed down in the PS3 360 era and then died in the PS4, Xbox One era. And now we don't get them anymore. Hey! But there's a part of me that wants them back.
Just to see what's up, to see what they do.
Just to see what they do.
Because man, you might get that one surprise.
Because
X-Men
remember when
Origins
they used to
Wolverine.
put like a lot of like big studio budgets into them,
Hmm?
and now they don't do that anymore. They just send them out
Yeah,
to like shitty companies that can't make a mobile game, and they
Yeah,
have them make make movie tie-in games for like mobile or something, or
I
just
mean,
tie-in
a lot
games
of
in
the
general, or licensed games
some of these
just made
some of
by
these
them.
developers are fucking Call of Duty developers now, so it's weird.
You mean every single Activision dev that's ever worked for Activision has just been merged into making Call of Duty?
Yeah, but like, Treyarch before they did Call of Duty did the Spider-Man games.
Treyarch, High Moon, um,
What did Diamond do?
High Moon?
Yeah.
Really? The Cybertron games.
No, I was talking about superhero games. I know the Cybertron
Oh, I
games,
thought you were
but
talking about just. I was talking about Activision in general.
no, no.
Because you have like Raven, High Moon, Sledgehammer,
Because Raven,
Infinity.
Raven, Raven did most of the Ultimate Alliance type games. They did the X-Men games.
Mm.
Those are pretty neat.
Uh, not X-Men, Destiny though. I heard
I don't think I know about that one.
that's the one where you have like a create a character and you have three
Uh
classes.
oh, well, that's different, I believe.
Is that Destiny? Or is
It's
that
something.
X-Men
It come out like
Legends?
I think I saw Joe review that.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, X-Men Destiny. Yep.
Yeah, that's different. I believe it's not like the
That was
Ultimate Alliance
Silicon
type
Knights.
games.
That was Silicon Knights.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they've been moved on to work on Call of Duty.
Anyway, after
Oh
all
no,
of
they're
that,
they're
Marvel
gone.
games,
They're dead. They
they're
died
dead.
in 2014. Their
Oh
last
damn.
game was X-Men Destiny, and then they died. Activision killed them. They
Yeah,
made
it's
Too
kind of
Human.
it actually is kind of crazy that for a whole period of time, Marvel games were kind of just really shit until 2018.
With Spider-Man.
Yeah,
That's another thing. I do want to keep supporting Marvel games because there should be more, big budget AAA superhero games.
which funny you should say that we're getting a fucking Wolverine game. It's
Yep,
insane.
we're getting another world, but I want them to do different things because we are going to keep getting the Spider-Man, Wolverine, Batman games. We're going to keep getting them. I like that they're
Batman
doing
games?
different stuff.
Well, depends what you mean.
Just Batman games.
Yeah, of course, I got Batman games, bro.
We're always going to get Batman games, but I want to see like different stuff, like a Suicide Squad game that we're getting. Midnight Suns is something different. And with
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, this is different. I want to keep seeing different stuff, them taking chances.
In fairness, there's probably a lot of games out there that are Marvel related games that we just haven't played or don't know much about.
What is
Like,
there? Like Marvel Nemesis. I
was
didn't
it the
ever play that
Imperfects?
one.
That one.
I
I
didn't
played
play that
that
one,
one.
but I heard it was good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't, but it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, broken little mess, but man, I loved it. I regret throwing it away. Thinking about it now. Fuck.
Yeah. Like they made a couple Fantastic Four games, which
Hey, I
I
have one of those.
oh boy, I can't imagine how bad that was, but
It's the second one.
'cause that was Activision, right?
It might have been. They did a lot
They did a
with the
lot. They
Marvel.
had the Marvel license.
Yeah.
Just like how Warner Brothers has the DC license, but that's for obvious
DC
reasons.
has been doing better with
DC
the
has been
DC
doing better
license.
with games, but
Yeah,
they also
but
have their fair share of garbage.
but I worded that wrongly. I was gonna say that Warner Bros has done better with the DC games lately.
Yeah. But then again, they did make Superman 64.
They did. Oh, I was talking about. I think we were talking about Warner Bros again, but yeah,
No,
they
I'm just
did.
talking about
Fuck.
DC games in general.
Oh, that
Superman
was that, but that was like you know what that was. Yeah, that was like it's the N64. Like,
Still, it's one of the worst games ever made.
it is.
And Batman NES is apparently pretty good. What's the other one that's supposedly pretty good? I don't know.
Bro, we got a Spawn video game, like three of them.
We did get a few
four,
Spawn
probably.
games. Apparently, none of them are good.
And we can't get another one today.
We've gotten a few. We've gotten a couple Punisher ones, haven't we?
We have.
There's a Catwoman one. I think there's a Daredevil one. There has to be a Daredevil one, right? There has to be a Daredevil one.
I'm sure there is, based off the movie for sure.
Probably there has to be a Daredevil game. I'm looking
Like,
it up. There has to be a Daredevil game.
there's a fucking Ghost Rider game that I
Yep, there
didn't know about
is.
until like,
There was a
oh my
Game
god.
Boy Advance Daredevil game based on the movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case,
Yep.
Game Boy has a lot of games that we don't know about for Marvel and DC even.
Oh, I'm sure. What is it? Justice League Heroes?
Yeah.
I didn't even play that one. I heard it was like a Ultimate Alliance kind of game, and said I'll just play Ultimate Alliance.
Batman Vengeance used to be the best Batman game before the
Oh, I
Arkham
heard about that
games.
one. Batman Vengeance.
Yeah, that
I
was pretty
have
great.
Batman Begins on the PS2. I have not tried it yet. That was one of the few like licensed games or movie tie-in games that I wanted to try because it looked okay, but I didn't get a chance to try it. So now
I
I have it.
play that version of the game on the Game Boy.
Hmm.
It is actually pretty great.
On the Game Boy, is it just a 2D platformer?
Yeah.
Yeah. They always
I
were.
like it a lot.
They
Yeah.
always were.
Well, that's
Spider-Man
all they
2
can
on the
do.
Game Boy is pretty good.
It is.
On
I'll
the
fight
DS,
anybody who says otherwise.
on the DS, it sucks though.
This is really
Yeah, I have it on the DS. It's awful.
God.
It's awful.
Oh, I did play the first one on the Game Boy, first
I did
Spider-Man
not.
game
I did
movie.
not.
It's more or less the same, just a little worse. What I can say. And then there's
The Spider-Man
Spider-Man
game for
3
PS2 is all right.
first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that
All
game
right.
frustrating me when I was a kid.
Is it the shocker level?
Oh, fuck off.
Or is it the
You just gave me PTSD.
no? Or is it the where? Or is it the one with the church with the buildings on
No,
fire?
no, it's the shocker level.
Well, you know what? Fuck the shocker level, but man, I hate
Fuck the
it.
shocker level.
Man, the shocker level sucks too, but I hate the church on fire.
Mm.
Because
Did
it
you play
essentially
the Incredibles game?
yeah, I did a little bit of it.
Can I just say, fuck the level where you're Mr. Incredible having to go through the big like underground facility or whatever
Mhm.
after you fight after you do the Dash and Violet level where they're
Oh
running around in the ball. The
yeah,
mission
I
after
didn't get
that
that
with
far.
Mr. Incredible, that level
Yeah,
sucked. I never beat the game because of that. But
I don't think
overall,
I ever got past the first
that,
level. I was
that
young.
game
So
that game was actually not that bad.
okay,
Incredibles on the PS2 was not a bad game.
all
It's a
right, let's go.
pretty solid movie game.
Pretty solid.
Disney had a couple good ones when it came to that. The Ratatouille game is actually really good, and I will defend it.
I played it. Yeah,
The
not
Ratatouille
bad.
game was good. It's
You know,
weird.
I played the B movie video game.
I heard that one sucked.
Uh, yeah, but there was actually a cool, pretty neat level where you're running, flying through the rain, and everything goes on slow motion, and you're flying through it. And I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. The game looked impressive when I played it
Yeah.
like in 2000 whatever on the
2007,
Xbox.
2008. Yeah.
Probably it looked really impressive. Like what the fuck am I? This is the best game ever. It was weird. But before we're
Simpler
gonna get off,
times.
before we get off track any longer, we have nothing more to say about the game.
I don't know. Not
Partners of the
much.
Galaxy.
I guess we didn't talk about music at all. The score is okay.
But the licensed music
The
though,
licensed music is great.
yeah.
But
I kind of man, it maybe you wish for like more stuff.
yeah, I wish there was more, but there's
Yeah,
already a lot in there.
like I wish you got more Kiss. I was mad for loving you, baby. You. So that
I
would
mean,
have
you
been
never know.
personal for the
When
game.
if they make a second game, it'll definitely get more music.
Maybe they can have an update with that more songs.
Maybe, but they'd have to pay a shit ton for licensing.
Ah. It's okay. They have Sony money now publishing this shit.
Sony didn't publish this, no. They
I
have
know. That's why I said no.
Square, and
They have.
They have Square money, but Square money don't want to pay. Square don't want to pay for shit.
So is that what they're making that mobile game? So they can
Yeah, so they can
reach
make all that
all
money.
your, give me all your money.
Give me all your
Give
money.
Oh my god, Fantasy Battle Royale.
I have yet to play it. I installed it. I have yet to play it.
Oh my.
Yep. Should probably play it.
Should be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, licensed music going in with the combat is great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes the combat all the better for it.
Oh yeah.
I kind of wish it was around the game all the time, but it is more satisfying when to the huddle.
Yeah. It
So
makes the
take some,
fights feel
you lose
so
some.
more exciting because you have
Yeah.
that music playing. It's that like primal thing. It's like, give me some kick-ass music and I will kick ass.
Yeah, I will say, the danger just went off after the huddle. I think that's the point.
That's the
It's
point. That's
effective.
the point of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just feel invincible, and it's a lot more fun.
Yeah. Because I got my music ready. Like, you can't beat me. I got the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like just primal human thing. It's like it's part
Oh,
of like why when I play a game and the final boss theme is the main theme of the game, there's just something about that that just sets me off, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm putting my all into this.
yeah.
Or
All
if
it
you
was
hear just like a
missing
great
was
final boss theme, will
yeah, all it
always.
was missing was just Peter taunting. I think the game needed some taunts.
Oh, taunts would be so much fun.
It would,
But
especially with him
there's
having
also
web
so many
boots.
opportunities for you to get broken out of that.
Huh?
With the way the combat works in the game, there's so many opportunities for you to get like knocked out of it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But would have added to the, I guess, stylish
Yeah.
of the game. But yeah, do we have anything else to say about the game?
I don't really have much to say other than
Like, we didn't break it down level through level, but
no, but you don't have to.
yeah, we talked about it more.
We talked about it enough. We've been here for 2.5 hours, so
Oh my, is
we
this a lot?
definitely
Is this
have.
our longest film section?
Yeah, our longest section. Yeah.
Oh my god! Well, I said film section. Shit, this is our longest section.
Yeah.
Let's beat it. Let's beat it for God of War. Let me review that.
Oh, there's so much to talk about God of War.
There will be so
We'll
much to
have
talk
so
about
much
for
to
God of
talk
War.
about. Yeah, no, I'm kind of running out of things to say a little bit. This game is really solid. You did it, Eidos Montreal. You did it.
You made a good game again. Good job.
You did it. It made me really sad that I didn't buy the physical release of this. Like, it made me so sad that I saw the deluxe edition at work and was
Yeah.
like, I should have bought this. I want to support this.
Oh. But wait, you would have had to buy it on PS5.
Yeah, I would have bought it on PS5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a big no. Oh.
I mean, who's gonna stop me?
Your
I
pops.
just I just bought Resident Evil Village and he doesn't even know.
Oh well, it's okay. He'll play it too, I guess.
He won't play it. He doesn't like horror games at all.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if I will gotta play it though. I just kind of got it because it was on sale and I was like, yeah, I want to play this game eventually.
Play it with you. We'll go over and I'll see
One
you
of
get
those.
scared.
It'll be one of those. I did play a little bit of it. I can't believe I got jump scared by a crow.
Yeah, the game's scary in it.
And it got me. I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, game's scary in it. Yeah, it's pretty scary, right? Yeah, people are calling me a pussy for shut up. It's scary. It's a scary game. I don't want to play it anymore. I don't want to play the baby section. I know about the baby section. I don't want to play it. It's so scary.
Yeah, Hunter said it was scary as fuck, and then Critical said it wasn't, and then now you're telling me it's scary as fuck. But I'm also the dude that played. I'm also the dude that played PT and got scared by a fridge.
Oh,
remember when I got jump scared by a fridge in PT and actually got scared?
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
it was
you
funny.
all called me a fucking pussy, and I'm like, you play this game.
I didn't get as scared. I was like,
I was like, you play this fucking game.
I was like, oh, is that a fetus?
You try to go through this game and have this a lot of tension around you, and then you just get a fridge hurled at you. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? This is me playing the game, huh? You know what? This would make a pretty good Death Stranding type game when you're like walking around with a bunch of packages on you.
This would make a great Hideo Kojima game. What do you mean he's already?
It was.
What do you mean Hideo Kojima already made this?
What do you mean you already made it?
You know, I can't get a Silent Hill remake.
You know what? I think I can. Yeah, I was playing the game. I was like, you know what? I think I could make a game out of this where I punched Troy Baker in the face over and over again. Oh, and
Oh,
I
your
think I'm like,
dream, your dream game.
yeah, yeah. You know, I'll buy those because I get to punch Troy Baker in the face.
It's on sale right now, I think, on Steam.
Oh
It's
my god!
$17.
Oh my god!
It's also like 80 gigs, but
Oh my god!
uh-huh.
That's a lot of space. Fuck.
Yeah, Horizon is
Um,
100 because it's the complete edition.
I don't even think it's that much on PS4.
I don't think it is either. It's the base game,
Fuck.
which is like 50, and then you have the 2 expansions.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just not a fucking game. I'm not sure I'm ever gonna play
it's
it
a big
ever.
game. I want to play it eventually.
It's that or Breath of the Wild.
Sebastian probably surprisingly likes it a lot.
Well, I don't think it's a bad game at all.
Yeah, Jim loves
Listen,
it.
look, yeah. I'm not sure I believe him saying it's better than Breath of the Wild, though.
That's what Jim said.
I recall him saying something similar to that years back.
He hasn't
I
played
probably,
Breath of the Wild though, as far
yeah,
as I
no, just
know.
based on how it looks like.
Yeah,
That's a fair judgment. I mean, not a fair judgment because but you can judge it if whatever you want.
it's a fair comparison.
Yeah, by looking at it.
Yeah,
But like Breath of the Wild, at first before playing Breath of the Wild, I called it, oh, it's The Witcher 3, but for kids, and I was wrong.
yeah.
Turns out I was wrong. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Cyberpunk to get fixed.
No.
The sad thing is I
You know,
do want to play Cyberpunk. I do. It's just, god damn it.
it's fine. You
Why
can
couldn't
play.
they have delayed it like another year and just let the devs not crunch?
Because it couldn't. I don't think they could at that point.
Because they couldn't. I will send you a great video on the subject. But yeah, I mean, if you want to get into a score, if you want.
Oh, I am going to give. Okay, well, let me back up a little bit to the Guardian. The Guardians is a game that I liked a lot. I, it tugged at my heartstrings. When it got real. The combat was oddly satisfying, and I think more games should follow it along, like like they did for the, I guess, Assassin's Creed like combat, because that became a whole ass trend after
Oh
that
god,
game,
yeah,
right?
it did. It did.
Uh, Arkham, no, not Asylum. Asylum had a more similar approach, I believe, but City fucking changed it a little bit by making it go by a rhythm pattern, then instead of just countering and moving on. And I don't think any other game did that
Mhm.
like Arkham did. But Guardians is pretty different. I think if I'm going to compare it to some kind of combat style, it'd be more like Uncharted's run and gun sections where you're not taking cover. Little bit more like that, based on the movements and how you're shooting. But that's a really simple way of putting it.
Mhm.
If I can say anything, I can just say play the game and you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to give that game an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And at least a lot for the future for Marvel games. They've been on a relatively hot streak so far.
Yeah, relatively.
Like there's this and Spider-Man.
Praying
And
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, I hope that's good.
I hope that's good, man. I'm in a similar mindset as you. This game is really fun to play, really well written, really well acted, very pretty. Uh, yeah, it's just a blast. My only problems with it are down to replayability. So for that, I'm gonna give the game a 9. I'm at a 9 with it. It's just I can't. This would be like a pretty close to like a 10 if it wasn't for that kind of lack of replayability.
You talked about issues you have with the narrative sometimes. You
Yeah, and
didn't
the narrative
specify on that.
isn't the narrative's good. It's very solidly written. I'm just it was a little few and far between sometimes, and it fell apart a bit in the end. Like the last like hour or two of the game is it fumbles a bit as we kind of detailed with Nikki and with the kind of the boss fights and
Oh yeah, I didn't bring this up, but I guess group or having people all of a sudden could bring issues with the future.
yeah.
Like yeah, those just never lose at that point.
And Raker is a nothing villain.
Yeah. Which oh man, I literally was thinking about this before getting on, but Gamora, she somehow takes Raker's arm off, but
Yep.
Adam Warlock, someone who can beat all the Guardians easily, couldn't do something so similar.
He also didn't want to kill Raker.
Oh, of course, but
Yeah.
you could still take his arm off.
Gamora sure did though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a little odd, but not really much of an issue, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, really like this game a lot.
Really, really
What a
like this game a
surprise!
lot. It's yeah, it was such a surprise. A good a surprise, but a welcome one.
Definitely been a better year for games for me this year.
Yeah.
I've been liking every game I've played so far
Yeah, same.
for 2021.
Same. But some
Yeah.
are just kinda like exactly what I expected.
Look what?
Hmm?
Look what?
Persona 5 Strikers, Bravely Default 2, Far Cry
Oh,
6, even Metroid Dread is exactly what I expected it to be. Um, uh, but games like
yes, finish that game by the way.
I should games
You
like
should.
Ratchet and Clank and Guardians definitely surprised me, and Returnal surprised me a lot.
Yes, that was great.
Returnal is great. That game really did surprise me. Um, yeah, I guess we got nothing else to say.
Mm-hmm. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga ooga chaka, ooga chaka. I can't stop
Okay, we
believing.
are so out of sync. We weren't even thinking the same thing.
We weren't thinking the same song. I
We
was
know, we
making
know,
something
we
that
know.
made a little bit more sense, but time. Because you're in love with me. Yay! Stop recording, stop recording, stop recording.